What up? What up? What up?
Yo, yo.
How y'all boys doing, man?
Can't complain. Can't complain.
Shit.
What's the word, fellas?
Yeah, you see this man here laugh this whole time. There you go.
Oh boy.
Right.
Shit.
That's my boy. How y'all
Oh,
doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Been
Life
it's
is life.
life is life and like literally.
Oh, not life. Nah. Usually that's like a negative connotation to it. My bad. Hey, shout out to the Mike and Likes beside me. I'm trying my hardest not to smack. But no, all things is good. How what we on 2 weeks off? A
two two
little 2 week break.
yeah.
How's y'all 2 week been?
Hey, it was pretty good. It's good to like sometimes switch up the routine a little bit. You get to maybe have a little extra time to do things you ain't never you that we haven't been having. Got to watch a little football. So I mean,
Oh,
my
you got to
boy,
do things you ain't never did before.
well, not never did, but haven't been able to do
Niggas got
in
to do something for the first time. What?
in a while. Not haven't ever, but haven't lately
Yeah.
been able to do. So yeah, no, it's been pretty refreshing. Uh, I've been wanting to get back here. I done had some shit built up. It's kind of hard bottling everything in, but yeah,
You
we
came with a
good.
side agenda. That's what that sounds like. Okay. Okay. Talk to us.
What's up, Real? How you been, bro?
dude, man. Outside of the day, well, I'm just stressed today. But yeah, the past 2 weeks, man, just been grinding, man.
Yeah.
Same old
So,
shit,
so
family, and I mean, went to the Queen City Awards last night. My brother won
Oh man, you
um
gotta hit him with the
author of the year.
you gotta send him a text whenever you get the chance. If you got some time, tell him call in. I put the call in
Oh
link
yeah.
inside in something. Well, you got inside the group me, but yeah, it'd be great.
award
You
winning.
did that shit real cool. Also, well, we got season 2 guest Robert Rankin last night.
hmm
What happened, bro?
Yeah, nah, it was cool. It was a night. Everybody was out there dressed all the way up. When I say all the way, they was going for blood.
To
They
the
were trying to kill
nines.
niggas dead in that joint last night.
To the nine. Where was it?
It was downtown, North Tryon at the what do you call it? APA building or something like that, or arts. It was a arts
Okay.
building downtown.
I think yeah. It's like past like off like 11th Street or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I think
right
I know.
after 11th Street.
Yeah, I think I know what it said. Yeah, no, that's lit though.
Yeah,
Award.
it was cool.
He brought it home.
Yeah. It was inspirational, man. It kind of made me want to get back in my bag. I'm actually I was feeling inspired last night. I started jotting some things down. It's been a little minute. But yeah, nah, it was a pretty inspiring night for real, for real.
Nah, that's lit. That's lit for sure. That's
No.
big. Big
Yeah.
Q. What's up with it?
Oh
Uh,
yeah, nah. So hey, I got the hat on for a reason.
yeah.
We had a
Mm-hmm.
like a small little break in the season. Uh, Little Mama came out. Little Mama popped out. So I'm a second time dad. Um, Little baby girl. Yeah,
Congrats
it's
again,
good.
brother.
Exciting.
Congrats.
Um,
That's
Uh,
yeah,
big.
it's been good.
That's
Um,
big.
her getting here was a journey, but she's here and she's a ball of fire. She's like it's fun. Well, fun inside like a loose.
somebody's fun.
It's fun in like a loose term. I think that like that first month, 2 months be hell week for a whole month, a little bit.
hmm
Um, but all in all, like the fun part is the fact that you get to see her. She's out, like something
hmm
that with mothers they have the ability to connect with the baby because it's literally in them. You can feel it. They can feel it grow. You can watch their stomach. Like a father, the experience is like it's different until the baby gets here, and you can hold her,
hmm
and you can what I mean, kiss her. You can go cheek to cheek, skin to skin, and be like, oh damn, this is a whole live creation.
It's a thing. I
This is
did a
like
thing.
a real human being that what I mean, truthfully, that you have responsibility for these next 18 years, and yeah, that's been it's been really cool.
Nah, it
Outside
ain't 18. It ain't 18. It's for the rest. It's for the rest.
um uh for you, for some people it might be. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe like well,
The love is there,
I
but
think that there's a certain level of parenting and responsibility for the first 18 years. Like even if you go to like the legal standard of it. I also don't believe in like divorcing your kid at 18 either. And of course there is a level of parenting that happens from 18 until whenever, in which I also think that at a point it flips and you kind of start parenting your parent. And like they end up being the information source and a source of guidance to an extent. In which I'm sure with us and a lot of our parents, we end up finding that role as well. Um, so yeah, like in that, yes, I agree. But yeah, like them 18 hard years, like those be the different ones. When you gotta wake up 5:35 to make sure she get out to that bus stop, and then you gotta call that school, and you got like those are different responsibilities. That's all.
Yeah, man. I'm still trying to shake it out, bro. I'm still trying to shake it out.
hey, well,
I'm the type, huh?
hey, like I was gonna say, while you do that, let me welcome the people back.
Mm-hmm.
It's the season 3 finale.
Yerp.
Uh, it's the To Be Fair show. It's F It We'll Do It Live, presented by the To Be Fair show. I am your host Johnny P,
Over here, real.
Just Q.
and we back. Uh, but yeah, I ain't mean to cut you off, bro. But I ain't want to get too far in it before we ain't welcome the people back. But we got a few things lined up. I guess we'll go over. Uh, got a few memes. I sent we
Mm-hmm.
sent a few in, so I'm sure it's a lot of them since it's been 2 weeks. They probably stockpiled, so we'll go through a lot of those. I think we got um I ain't gonna say New Year's resolution, but we got season ending takeaways.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go through some of
Mm-hmm.
the favorite moments, favorite guests, and
Mm-hmm.
and a couple little gems we taking away. Moving on to season 4. Uh,
And not to step on it, but yeah, in chat, put inside, put in the chat. We can see it and we'll respond to it. What are some of your favorite moments? Who are some of your favorite guests? What are some of your favorite topics that we had? Again, it's the finale show, so we chopping it up. It's a little bit less formatted than a lot of our shows end up being, but we want great interaction with y'all. Holla at us. Let us know what's some of y'all favorite topics that y'all seen from us this year. Johnny.
oh yeah, no, that's it. I was gonna tell them, hey, if you like what you seeing, hit the notification button, subscribe, hit the like. That definitely goes a long way in supporting us and help us continue to bring y'all this entertaining content.
Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. It's the 2B Fair Show. You can find us everywhere on YouTube as well. We definitely appreciate y'all tapping in. Definitely for sure, for sure. Definitely appreciate y'all watching.
Yep. So I don't know. I throw it right back to you, Johnny. What has been a takeaway from you? Uh, I don't know. Yeah. What is like a takeaway or a favorite moment from this season?
Well, one of my takeaways is probably gonna be, and this is like an overall thing, not like a specific like one moment type of thing. We'll get, I'll get into that a little later. But like an overall takeaway is two things can be, right at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And like stuff a lot of time and it's just looking at some of the arguments and not arguments but discussions, debates, things we've talked about. A lot of things can be true in one set of circumstances and also true in another set. So a lot of time when we talking about things, we just got to make sure we looking at even playing fields and making sure that all the variables are the same before you go get mad at somebody for having a different opinion than you. It's good to kind of look at the whole thing and understand.
You
So
used to get mad at niggas for having different opinions.
nah, no, nah, not y'all, because I mean we flesh it out, but I've seen the way some of our like from season 1 to season 2 to season 3, how some stuff has evolved. and
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
how some things, have to come, full circle. It ain't that one way is wrong or one way is right, but this fits me in this time, this fits them in that time. So that's it. It's just, finding what works for you and being able to articulate why you're standing on what you're standing on helps,
Mm-hmm.
even helps you understand other people and where they're standing. So that's
He
all.
said,
That's
"Put
all I
Middle
had. Just
Brown Johnny on a T-shirt."
I guess that's what we went back to. I tried them fringes. I ain't like it over there. So
That
okay, hey, came back
was
wow.
the horseshoe theory.
Yeah, for sure. That's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah. Real.
Well, I guess for me, I'm just gonna go like a takeaway as well. Uh, I think that and I agree with Johnny. So like for me, I know earlier on I thought it was gonna be a little difficult for me to kind of keep going. Like I'm not a back and forth too long kind of person. You know what I mean? Going back and forth with somebody. You know what I mean? That's not one of the things I enjoyed doing prior to. You know what I mean? So early on, but I get aggravated with something, and I just what I mean? Fuck it, I just this what I mean? Not
I,
even
I said what I
entertain
said.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like if I said what I said, you can say what you say, but I ain't gonna go back and forth with you about it. You know what I mean? But it does help a lot to what I mean to long form your opinion of a thing because you can really as you get to talk through it, you really get to understand more and more what you actually think. And something that's funny, I realized that like a lot of like the intricacies in relationships. I earlier on, I was more. I'm still on the traditional drum, but I was more like I think it was like OD. I was ODing with it. Like I was able to find like throughout the season, I was able to find like you say two things can be right at the same time. You can have a level of structure, but still be willing to compromise a little bit more on things that you thought that you I guess that you kind of thought were a foundation, and you can kind of I guess yeah, just being able to see past your stubbornness and be I don't know, it's just becoming a better person, being able to articulate yourself so people can understand, and then um, yeah, not being so willing to disconnect.
Mm-hmm.
That I think that was like that's really what it is, not being so fast to disconnect. Because I literally, like I say, that back and forth thing was never for me, never for me. And now I find it's actually more entertaining. It makes the conversations much better when you have an opposing view and you can kind of just talk through it. And I ain't trying to say that what I'm saying is right and you're wrong. Like you said, two things can be true at the same time, and your truth is not the same as my truth, and that's 100% okay. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things that I kind of took away.
I'll add this to that. I'll add this. Hey, bro, but not everybody worth going back and forth with though. So I mean, you gotta pick and
No, no.
choose your battles, but not everybody, worth it. Cause so yes, you can't argue with fools because from a distance you can't tell who's who.
Daddy felt the moment to drop one of them Shannon sharps. I feel it. I've been saying you got you slowly getting like a chamber of them. I'm starting to see like you unloading them little by little. What'd you say? What'd you say? What was it? 2 days ago? Butterfly with wings? No,
Oh
frog
no,
head.
if a frog ain't had wings, it wouldn't bump his ass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you getting ready to get them off. I can see. I think Johnny's starting to embrace them country roots, right?
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I'd say for me this season, I guess takeaway. But I'd probably say humor was definitely one for me. Uh, like me trying to like I know that I can like if I was to put on like my 2013 woke like bag where like people cared about astrology and shit, I'd be like it's the Gemini in me, right? Where I think typically there's like two distinct versions of me you're gonna get. One is gonna be like really serious and almost like robotic and business like. And then one's gonna be like really silly and wanting to like, you know what I mean, just make assholeish jokes and fun and shit like that. And kind of I think this season I've probably shown a little bit more of that, where I think that being able to, humanize even myself, to where I can joke around and yeah, have a little bit more fun, add a little bit more color to the personality that I give off. Has been, you know, like a journey. Even inside that, you start learning, and or even well, learning or remembering that like even with humor, you got to make sure that you kind of like fill the room, because sometimes your humor don't go off all the way well with everybody else. So like certain people don't enjoy certain things being joked about and da 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 da.
True.
And like that was one of its own things with me as well. This season, where just learning, you know, like testing the boundaries and shit. I think favorite things of the season probably was us venturing into a lot of like the conspiracy bag. Shout out to my guy Tone. I think
Big
that he
Tone.
yeah, tone and a lot of like the conversations we was able to bounce off from him was really favorable this year for me. Just getting into like some of them weird little crevices where we could just talk about like stupid shit or fun shit, however you want to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite. I think one of my favorite, like Miss Amy was one of my favorite. Not interviews, you know, guests that we had. I really like. It was cool getting to know her, like not necessarily getting to know her, but seeing her personality. I had heard her name for years,
Hmm.
and then actually officially meeting her and then seeing exactly kind of where she's standing, and it was dope. And hearing her backstory and how dealing with Callus and Loot and all of that, that was actually one of my favorite moments.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, no, that was a good little kind of history lesson on some of the shit that we seen going on in Charlotte. I'll say, what am I with Vo? Cause Vo don't play, man. Vo,
Oh yeah, Bo.
Yeah,
Vo
yeah,
came
yeah.
and sprinkled us with some bars.
Bo tried to get canceled by his own community.
Yeah,
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 he did. He
yeah,
did. He
yeah. I
did.
tried
With
to,
it.
this man, yeah. I fuck with Vo. He definitely brought out another, you
He
know,
said a bunch of things I couldn't say.
yeah. He's yeah, and even
Oh,
like
for
some
sure.
viewpoints I ain't necessarily, even have or would be comfortable, expressing. So that was definitely a good one. The our side of fear was another,
Hmm.
was another bar. Just a
Hmm. Yeah,
cool,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
cool concept.
Least I
Something
went
that I've kind of taken with me as far as like even before then, I was in my head just thinking about like what courage and bravery is, and like how they're not the absence of fear, but it's
through.
the commitment or the decision to continue despite the fear, and
A
that's what
little fear keep you
the
alive, bro.
the R side of fear is. And yeah, you do, because once you get past it, it's like you get that adrenaline rushing, the dopamine's hitting, you feel good about yourself. So I mean, yeah, I'm just at this point trying to look for new fears to tackle, and just trying to go face them head on for sure.
Hmm.
We
Shout out
we
Mom
Hmm.
Dukes. She said my favorite moment of the show was you three giving me my flowers while I'm here. And I think that that's
Yeah, yeah.
a big thing that sometimes we step over doing, is like appreciating the people that are here in the moment at the time. And
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. And even getting comfortable doing that. Of course, obviously, love you, my. Um,
Yeah, love you, Mom Dukes.
love you, Miss Sharon.
and what I want to say. For me, moments that I really enjoyed would be I think Young Citizens interview was really really good.
That was
Hmm.
dope. That was another dope moment for sure.
Yeah, I think that was a really good interview, good conversation. I think that was one of those ones that spent me into like a couple different episodes where getting into the concept of addiction. And if you remember, like
Hmm.
following that, when I had like probably like two or three topics that dealt around the concept of it, because of there's so many different like versions of soft addictions that we kind of brush over. And like even that concept, coming to that concept, I thought was really poignant, I guess, where uh like it's just so many different things inside my day-to-day life that I can see that cycle taking itself unintentionally. And hey Robert, you got hold on. Hey, if you free, tap in, man. We gotta give you some flowers. Heard you just won. We heard
Award
you just
winning,
won, bro.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations, dog.
award winning Robert Rankin in the
Award
comments.
winning season 2 guest. Yeah, tap in. I can Rail can send you he can send you the link if you want to. Just let us know. But who was I at with it? But yeah, I think that like that whole therapy conversation and some of the things that it spurred, idea of addiction, i.e., like we talked about corn addiction, and that was interesting. Like
Oh
we
yeah,
got
no.
there and like because it'd be so many different little things that we don't think that we're addicted to. Um,
Well, I
that
I think I think uh Young Citizen and Evo, those episodes kind of went hand in hand because a lot of the stuff we were talking about with the therapy and even just
yeah,
admitting it and talking about it, it's
hmm
it's a fear behind that. Like even admitting I'm addicted to X, Y, Z or whatever it is, just the that step of it,
hmm
just saying I'm addicted, and that's a hard, that's a hard thing for a lot of people. And he came on and did that, and even explained, and showed, opened and pulled the curtain back, so to say, and even
Hmm.
explained a lot of the mindset behind that. So I thought, I'm glad you said that, 'cause I think both of those moments were, kind of go hand in hand. It's the admitting of the addiction. You probably have to have a little bit of that courage to even get to that step. You got to take a step to, get met halfway.
And then definitely just being willing to be vulnerable and like in a space like this, you know what I mean, where you're talking in front of many people and talking
hmm
about like a real addiction and how it affected your life and you know what I mean.
hmm
It's yeah, no, I think I appreciate the vulnerability. That's one thing about men, as y'all know for real, I stand on like that. Just men being vulnerable with each other is something I think will be very, very productive for our community. Yeah, and I mean, and I got a question too. No, I got a question for y'all, man. And I kind of was going back and forth about this, and I didn't really know. So I don't really know the answer. So you know how like on social media, people like to say like, you don't put your real business on like Facebook. You know what I mean? They say like you don't go on Facebook to vent. That's just some place to play around. And what I see is that we post our highlight reels on social media, and then we'll say that you're not supposed to tell your business and then but my thing is that that right there is literally what makes it so fake. That's what makes it so fake.
mm
It's like
It's
the
too,
idea that you're
too
posting your highlight reel, but then they say you're not supposed to. You see what I'm saying?
hmm
I mean, but now here's one thing I'll say. Like, I mean, you post. I mean, of course, everybody's not going to post, like, because you got to be safe, and there's creeps out there. And you don't want to post like all your personal information. But there's a difference between coming out and venting about a situation or something that you might be going through, which somebody else could be going through, but or coming out and like trashing individual people, like and like coming out like using exact names and stuff like that. We could all talk about it. I think we all do a good job of talking through like certain things we're going through without necessarily like talking down about the people we're going through it with.
Yeah,
We're just
Hmm.
getting, ideas on said situation or subject.
yeah, and I guess with me, I don't think that I personally don't think that I do either. I kind of like talk about like random things or like
Hmm.
things that's happening in say like the news or something like that, or like something sports or basketball or something like that. Like I think it's really 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 rare, and I almost feel uncomfortable like saying my highs or my lows
Hmm.
on social media because I think for me I look at it as a somewhat what is it, attention seeking behavior
Hmm.
where expect like it because it be nasty sometimes too also when you be seeing people on social media kind of like doing the attention seeking cry for help thing sometimes. You be like, you just doing that for attention a little bit.
The
Like
posting
maybe
yourself
you're really
crying is crazy too to me. Like, to
it be small little things. In which to me, I guess the thing about social media is in the way I look at it. Like I think that you can get a post of kind of what's going on, but like you got to go out and like have real conversations with real people to really know what's happening. And like to me, I think that if it's something real, I'd rather do that with real people. Um,
Hmm.
where I think was that season 2 or season 3, we talked a lot about like the internet and it's the way that it has misinformed a lot of like opinions that we have, because like people are just getting on the internet and just be saying shit, true,
Yeah,
false,
that's
in
facts.
between. And because like it's so easy to paint a good or a negative picture that you really don't know which one is real. And most people, no matter no matter what they post, it got a little bit of sugar on it. It got a little
Yeah,
seed. You know what I mean? Like whether it's good or bad. If it's bad, they blaming everybody and ain't going to admit to not name one wrong of why they inside that fucked up
Mm-hmm.
situation.
For sure.
And if it's good, they gonna take that angle that make it look like they live in the MF in life. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But yeah, that's my opinion.
But yeah, no, and I think
yeah. No.
yeah. What's up, bro? What you got?
Oh no, no. I was just gonna say like I mean, as y'all know, like I don't really barely post on social like that, but it was just something that I thought about. You know what I mean? It was just something that was like, damn. No wonder what the reason we get the highlight reel is because you're quote unquote not supposed to.
Yeah. Now Lisa Mix, we coming back next week.
Yeah, season
Season
four
4 start
coming. Yeah,
next week.
season
It's
four
next week.
coming.
This
Oh
ain't
yeah,
a goodbye episode.
Yeah, we
We
ain't
just
going
wrapping up
nowhere.
season 1. I mean season 3. That's it. We bite. Don't
yeah,
worry.
yeah,
Yeah,
Don't
we
worry.
ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. We just wrapping up the season. We like to segment our podcasts and seasons because we can go back and almost chapter our growth. So we hit 20 and it was a good little wrap up spot. But now we still here. 4:30 next week. Launch of
yeah,
season.
yeah.
My bad, real.
And we back in the building next week. I'm looking forward to being back in the building.
Yeah, that's going. Yeah, yeah. The still
Uh,
be where it's at, man. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like that would have like made my day like so much. You know what I mean? My shit was going, my job going left today,
you get
and
to get out of it for a second and just kind of
yeah, it's like yeah. Like
be that
that's
shit.
why you need it. You need it. At least I know I need it. I need it, dog. All this that we going on like crazy. I just went so I goes into my gas, but well either way, I went my doggone AC and gas unit just went out this morning.
Mm.
So I'm sitting there like, come on, bro.
This
This
ain't
is
the
like
time.
perfect
Start getting
time.
cold. Yeah.
right when it's better get cold.
Yeah,
That's
like
when they always
dang. So
go
I'm
out.
sitting out there. I'm sitting out there and like at this point, like it's not something that I can figure out. You know what I mean? So now that you already know that man gonna come out there and want a couple quarters to, you know what I mean? Come out there and troubleshoot and then yeah. So went from there. Then the funny thing is now this one, you know how like you get hot and then it just shit just keep compounding.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to Dairy Queen. You know what I mean? I'm in my mind. I'm like, okay, I'm finna go to Dairy Queen, get this brownie earthquake joint. You know what I mean? Pick me up real quick. I get there and this lady gonna tell me they don't got no ice cream. I'd ask, so what the fuck is y'all open for? What else do y'all do?
Clean.
What else do y'all do in here, bro? Other than make ice cream, bro?
Can I just want to like toss in real
Yeah,
quick. I
pissed
think the
off.
problem is the fact that Dairy Queen is still open. Why the fuck that? Why the fuck is that shit still open?
Bro,
Yeah,
you just see
I
that's
can't
Real,
just
even
because
I
you
can't
ain't
you
fuck
even
with
gotta,
it.
tell
you
you
gotta
where
be the only
Dairy
one
Queen is.
keeping Dairy Queen open. My bad, but go ahead.
Nah. The thing was is that like I only been up there one time, and I was like last week. I got some ice cream. You know what I
Uh,
mean? Got a little strawberry sundae. She was hyped. That's one of those things. I was like, yeah, we can go to the park. That's what we do. We'll go get ice cream and then go to the park. That was like cold. You know what I mean? She fucks with it tough. But
yeah,
today, after my you know what I mean, my gas wasn't working, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and get me a earthquake. You know what I mean? And bro, I
yeah.
was like, bro, I almost wanted to cuss at the lady. I'm like, bro,
You could
so
taste it. You could taste
won't y'all
that ice
lock the
cream.
door? You know what I mean? Nah, hey, there, with mouth watering and everything. Just
Hey,
thinking
but
about
you
it
know
on the
they
way
sell
up
other
there.
stuff other than ice cream now.
No, I know, but that's why I got this doggone that combo that I just got. I was too hot to even eat and gave
I
it
was gonna
away.
say them tenders ain't look like they was hitting. Them were Dairy Queen tenders.
Yeah, those them Dairy Queen. Hey, they actually is pretty good though. They actually pretty good. If you
Oh,
like,
okay,
you know what I mean. No, they actually like if you want some chicken tenders, you can go and get those joints and you'll be all right. And then
Um,
like,
oh, go ahead and finish off because I had a stupid part that I wanted to throw in real quick about us black folk.
um, oh, and then I get over here and I'm trying to figure out this whole phone situation or this whole live situation, bro. Trying to get this thing, this little equipment piece thing that I bought to work. I ain't tested, you know what I mean? I ain't tested beforehand. Now I come in here, this motherfucker just falling all over the place. I'm like, all right, bro. All
Mm.
right, bro. So this is what today is gonna be about.
Ain't my day.
Yeah, I'm about to go to sleep, bro.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta go sleep and reset.
Yeah,
Sometimes you just wake
yeah.
up like that.
I
Yeah.
swear, I almost put it in the chat, bro. I ain't gonna make it today. I'm gonna take me a nap.
Yeah. But for me, I feel like
Dead it.
whenever I'm inside those moments where it seems like a bunch of things is kind of going wrong, or I don't know, like it just be like that. Those moments, I always look at it as like it's a trial, and like it's testing. A lot of times, I just look at it as testing my patience.
Oh
Because
yeah, that's
I know I
exactly what
feel
it
like
is.
an impatient person a lot of times anyway, where I can feel myself getting worked up, and I have to like hit that reminder right there and be like, all right, just you know what I mean, because more times than not, like a lot of times when one thing gonna go wrong, it's all gonna go wrong, and you just
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to take it. And as soon as you just realize that, it'd be like, all right, now let me just
No,
go ahead
that's
and
it.
walk through this.
Then she gave me them cold fries. Ain't no way she
Oh,
didn't know
this
them fries
motherfucker
was
was
old.
really mad. He came back and told me,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
another thing,
And another motherfucking thing.
he just remembered them fries
All
was
right,
cold. He
and this is my
forgot.
other part.
He
Again,
forgot
this is
them
one.
fries
This is
was
why.
cold.
This is another like major flaw in your story, right? We black. We got to get away from that dairy, my brother. Come on, my brother. We are we
My
are
brother.
My
we
brother,
are lactose intolerant, my brother. We
Yeah,
are
nah, but hey, I'm telling you, go up there
that
and
Dairy Queen is meant for the European. You understand me?
bro, you the thing was they tricked
and
us.
the
Well, they
Navy.
ain't tricked us, but they put the Dairy Queen right here in the hood, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, brand new Dairy Queen right there in the hood. I'm like, yeah, that'll work. We needed a
That's
Krispy
because they
Kreme
want to
next
keep
though.
the black man constipated, so we can't
Right, and,
progress.
that's all I'm saying. And Johnny, I'm gonna be honest. This is
Uh,
how I fight it. I fight it, and this is how I fight it. Like today, you know
you
what's
got
gonna
some
get
Mike and
every
Knights.
single time? Not even the Mike and Nights. Well,
Hey,
on the
those
weekend,
got
we up
gelatin in
the
them. You
Mike
better
and
be
Night.
careful, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You better be careful.
We like to stop by Happy Hour at Taco Bell, and they got the $1 strawberry cream freeze. Ain't no dairy in there. It's just icy. Throw a little
Nah, bro.
cream in there. 5 every time, and it's $1. They could fuck it up. And you don't even care because you only spent $1. That's it.
Yeah,
You
they
understand?
probably
Taco
got
Bell
that.
and
What's that?
Taco Bell gonna mess it up. They gonna
Nah,
mess it up. They gonna
you get
mess it.
lit. Even brought one for the old lady. When it's a
Uh-oh,
dollar, you could just be like,
that man
another,
balling. Hey,
another,
let me get two.
and
Keep the
another.
change.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody else in the car want one?
Oh, you good? You good? All right.
All right.
What's
So
up with some memes, bro?
okay. And again, I throw this reminder if we have any new viewers in. Hey, let us know y'all favorite moments of season 3. Favorite moments of the To Be Fair show. Again, we just wrapping up this season. We back next week, season 4 on the kickoff. But let us know
We back in the building.
what has been some of your favorite topics and or moments of this season. Are
Yeah, I
we?
had fun boxing Q up every day.
Oh, that's what's up. He
Yeah,
put me in a box or two. I don't know.
yeah. I just left them at your house. Just left the boxes
Mm,
over there.
I got one. Got your name on it right here, Rev.
uh-oh. Oh, that's a QR code. It's when you write to his Instagram.
Yeah, just scan it. Y'all click it right here.
All right. Are we rock paper scissors? How we get into this?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna beat y'all digitally too this time.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Rock paper scissors. Johnny, you up out of there? That's crazy.
You out first. That you was trash, bro. You are trash at rock paper scissors, bro.
All right, real. Right. All right, I'm up out of there.
Man, they
All right,
took the
so
last
go to
one.
me, bro.
We let them take the last one.
God
No,
damn.
you ain't let shit. You trash.
I don't know if this is real. Which one? Oh, this real right here. Which
Oh, that was a good one. Go to that the last one there.
him?
Yeah.
Look like Max Crosby. I can't hear nothing.
Oh no, that ain't the one I was talking about, but that's cool too. This one was funny. I
Y'all
can't
got
hear that. You
sound?
can't hear it.
Oh,
Oh,
No,
y'all can't hear it?
nah.
Oh shit.
It was playing earlier.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's try and do a thing. Uh, I don't know, Johnny. Say something. I don't
Say something.
know.
Sheesh.
Oh no, Johnny, say something.
Hey, stay tuned for season 4. Hey, if y'all, here's a good one. Here's a good one. If y'all got any topics or anything y'all want us to discuss
Could
next
y'all hear it
season,
that time?
listen, I ain't heard nothing yet. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Uh
Keep
oh.
keep going, Johnny.
Yeah. Let us know. It's a lot going on in the world. If y'all want us to, you know, in any of the 30 something wars going on out here, new
Right.
music that's dropping. Send us some Afro beats or something. We love that.
Mm.
Any anything y'all want us to review, we'll check it out for y'all.
Yeah,
You
definitely do some
so
more music
fine.
reviews.
Did that play too?
I heard something
I'm ready
play.
for I'm ready
I
for
heard
somebody to come in.
Elamine back there.
Hmm.
So the computer playing, but I don't know what's wrong with the
Okay.
5G.
Well, yeah. Keep.
I'm ready to Simon some shit. Somebody
Uh,
send in something, I'm gonna be Simon, bro. I'm
it's
ready
a
to
no
feed
for no.
somebody.
That's Randy Jackson. It's a no for me, dog. That's
You
Randy
said you ready
Jackson.
to sign in something? What you say?
Simon.
Simon Cowell.
Oh, Simon Cowell. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, talk
See.
about the first listen interview slash review that we did.
Oh
How
yeah.
you feel
Tell him
about
about it,
that?
Grail. How you was feeling about him?
Oh yeah, nah, it was straight. Yeah, it was straight. He said he was pretty young. Like I said, I feel like he just had to be more intentional about what he's wanting to say. I think a lot of the time now we're getting to a point where a lot of the music people just saying a bunch of nothing. You know what I mean? There's no real substance to what they're talking about. They're just saying that you listen to an album and you just say the same thing, talking about beating women or having sex with women and money and like what you bought and it's like or what you would do to somebody if something happened, bro. Nobody want to hear that every song.
Hey,
Like, bro, you ain't had a good day before.
yeah.
Like,
When the last time we had a rap love song? Somebody just rapped about being in love. Man, niggas don't
bro?
fall in love no more.
That's what I'm saying. Like that shit is so stupid, bro. And that's like I agree with you. I done started listening to pretty much majority R&B music because there's no emotion in any of this music or most of this music. Like 95, 98% of it is emotionless. Like it doesn't even. Only thing you can guarantee you can get is a time where you can bop real. You know what I mean? You can turn up for a second, but that's all you get. That's all you getting out of this music these
Oh
days,
yeah.
bro. It's trash.
I ain't gonna say that the Afro beats is going crazy right now though. It's a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah. I enjoy Afro beats for sure.
it's a lot now. One thing I was listening to some early, and it was like a little playlist of a bunch of different of them. Some of that shit all starting to sound the same too. Like now it's a couple, but I have a feeling that might I'm on it now, but that might get watered down too if we're not careful.
You talking about the Afro beats?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, and I think that yeah, I think they owe like, and it's something that I don't know what it is about. It's like we're just once we find something that somebody like or that we think people like, just OD on it and just OD and OD. It's like, bro, you
well
gonna burn us out?
but that's capitalism. As long as the numbers are like if it's hitting certain metrics, the algorithm
Yeah,
don't
but
know nothing about creativity. It don't know nothing
you're
about
gonna
being
burn us
original.
out every time.
It just goes off numbers. So algorithms don't promote on capitalism. It don't promote originality,
Let me put the
creativity.
capitalism in there. Uh-oh.
But that's the truth though, because it's only gonna
Yeah,
push
no, that's the truth.
what the numbers are saying is profitable. Art,
Hmm.
a lot of
Hmm.
time, if you look back in like the biggest artists from like historically, they didn't care about money. They just cared about making a statement or saying something that spoke a certain message. The money was
Yeah,
just a afterthought. It came after. Now people are creating music with the intentions
intention.
of the
Hmm.
money first, and that changed it from an art to a business. And with anything like that, that's where you lose the soulfulness of it, the true
And that's
authenticity.
why it's trash. Hey,
Yeah,
did Jay, Cole talking about this his last album? Is that true?
I think that he said that it might be his last album.
I,
But
Bro,
he said that for a little second though.
yeah,
Um,
we're gonna need that not to happen, bro.
Y'all let me know if y'all
An
hearing it.
equitable marriage.
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
We
V, you
good.
got volume.
We good. We good to
We
go.
got audio.
All
Hey,
right.
this was funny to me. I was gonna tell my old lady this right there, the same thing.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Put the seat up to urinate and then put it down after I'm done. At your request, that is 2 seat repetitions per urinary event. This arrangement means that if you go into the bathroom, you can just sit down and urinate and leave with 0 seat repetitions per urinary event. Would it not then
That's
be
facts.
a
That's
fair
facts.
and
That's
equitable marriage arrangement, creating a scenario where we are both responsible for only 1 seat repetition per urinary event?
I've had
And
this.
she's gone.
She walked off.
If
That's
I
crazy.
put
But
the
no, but
seat
no,
up
I've
to
had that same
urinate,
conversation because I mean you got to touch the seat twice every time
Bro,
you
what
go.
different is I thought that was hilarious.
That's. I mean, he kind of got a point, but
No, he
certain
got a
battles,
point. That's
certain
funny.
battles ain't worth fighting though.
Hell no, that ain't worth fighting.
But
Hell
I
no.
agree with him though completely. But certain
No,
battles ain't
everything he
fighting.
said was a fact. Everything he said was a fact. And that's what made it funny to me. Let me get one more, bro. Go back to my juice.
Oh yeah.
I like that one. I
Yeah, you
like
just
that
let me
one.
know. We got
He
time,
murdered that.
but today I got time, cuz.
I got
Um.
time, cuz
All right, where we
Yeah,
at?
now go to the one right there with the black dude.
you
Him.
disrespected me,
Ever
cuz
Yeah.
taught black men to be fathers? I think we're doing a good job considering, an excellent job considering what we've been through. We were never meant to be men. We were never meant to be fathers because if we were fathers on the plantation, it meant that our children would listen to us before they listened to the person upstairs. And the moment we had any type of control on the plantation, they sold us or killed us because they had no room for anybody with power. So now here we are, 1865, so to speak, and they emancipate us. And now we're supposed to be fathers. Well, who taught us how to be fathers? From cradle to the grave. But we're never fathers. We had no example of what a father was. The best that we had was Fiddler. Kunta Kinte had Fiddler. That was the best he had for a father. Now we're just coming up out of our what Bob Marley calls our sleepless slumber. And now we're coming to realize what a father really is. Any male can impregnate a woman, but only a man can be a father. Who is like that in our lives? So we're trying to catch up on no excuses. Nature don't know no excuses, but there are reasons. And understanding the reasons, we then can move towards solving the challenge that we have and just understand what a man is. A man realizes that responsibility is 2 words, not 1. It's the response to your abilities. It's not responsibility. It's your response to your abilities. And I think little by little, step by step, we're coming up out of this sleepless slumber. Whoever taught black men to be fathers?
Yeah, I thought that was cold.
response to your abilities. I like that. I
Yeah,
like
that was
that.
the
But
I
part
like
right there that
but I
really took.
ain't really agree with a lot of what he said though.
What
break it
did you
down.
agree with?
What part didn't you
Yeah,
agree with?
break it down.
Like all right. So one, like the idea of black only being constrained to the concept of like fatherhood living in slavery. And like before then we never had like any ability or understanding of like, family, and like none of those things ever existed for thousands of years with black people. Like, so if we're just talking about the conditions of black people being in slavery in America, like how maybe like depending
I
on the
think that's what
generation,
he was
maybe that's
speaking
100,
about.
yeah, maybe that's 200 at most. But I think that like there's a huge history of black people with like strong families prior to slavery. I also don't think that like since when was the emancipation? 18 whatever whatever.
1860,
They said
1865.
1860.
Yeah, I don't be
Yeah,
like gonna like
1865.
say specific numbers because I get one number wrong and then
No,
But
1865 is correct, sir.
all right, there we go. But like at what point is there like some level of accountability? And how long is that? That's 170 years almost now. Where like I don't agree with the concept that there hasn't been generation after generation. That's almost like 20 generations. That if we're looking for what a European tells us a father should be, maybe like there's been constraint towards what that is, what a man should be. Maybe there's constraint to that. But I also don't believe in like judging ourselves off of like this basic Eurocentric ideology of what a father should be, i.e., meaning like it's based off of what your wallet can bring, and that's it. I think that there's so many more things, and that's only like truthfully reserved to the elite Europeans, because most of the Europeans also struggling, poor, and that's what the majority of their demographic is as well. Uh, and again, I just don't agree with any of those things. I think the response to your ability part was cool, and it was like nice, fun play on words. But I don't believe that like black people have never had examples of black fatherhood or being a man. And that, like this past century, there's so many, and you don't have to go into like the idea of pointing to a famous person. Like we all know stand-up men of the generation past. At least I know I can point to stand-up men that weren't famous of a generation past. And then you can go a generation before then. Like I don't know. Like I said, I just don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was dope. I see what you're saying though. I still think it was dope, but in my mind, what I think it was what it kind of what kind of went off in my head after seeing it. It was like it's almost like we're in a point now where we're like redefining. We're really like or maybe defining for the first time what a man is, what a father is, what these things, what these positions actually look like. Because prior to in the traditional sense, it was or in the traditional sense, the man was literally the it based in when you think of like the older family, like let's say my grandfather. Generally you would think that he may have had like a old lady that was outside that lived outside of the house. He had a little side joint. He really didn't do much with the kids. You know what I mean? He really didn't. And I'm basing it like what my father has told me about his father, and even like my grandfather on my mom's side. I think I've never really heard a lot of like where they were like they was taking the kids to the park and they was trying to actually build relationship with kids as the father. I didn't really see that. Like most of the time, you would see the mother pretty much doing everything as it relates to children and the man providing. And so I think that we're at a place now where we're redefining this role as a man and also as a father. We're like actually providing. We're coming up with what this looks like for our generation.
Right, and I agree with that concept. Like I think what a father is and does, or a man is and does, has evolved, and I do
Hmm.
agree that we are redefining it. But I don't think that like we just been a hopeless people for centuries that didn't ever understand like how to have like a family structure. I don't agree with that part.
I think, and hey, the middle ground, Johnny, kind of come and help explain it. I think what he was referring to, because I don't think anybody is saying that throughout history that there haven't been good examples
You talking
of
about
black.
like post-slavery? I understand that.
But even post slavery, I think there's been countless examples of good fathers. I think maybe what he's referring to is the the glorification of the black man becoming more acceptable, or the glorification of the role that a black man in the family plays. I think that is what he is more shining the light on, and how that black men collectively we're putting more of a light on the roles that we play as fathers.
I don't
And
know. I don't think he said anything close to that.
but I think that's what he's talking about when he's saying that we've never been taught how to be fathers. It's not that we haven't been taught, but
It's not like he was like making an appeal for grace, not glorifying like all of us collectively glorifying what black men doing right now.
okay, well, maybe that's your, that's what you took from it. That's what you took from it.
All right, I'm gonna shut up.
Hey, so you going back to two things being right at the same time? Going back to the open.
That's what you took. Okay, I mean, I was just,
Listen,
I,
I get it now. And actually, Johnny's spiel was smart. What that spiel is, that spiel that he gave early, that's it. That's his box.
uh,
Like anytime a box is coming, he got like he got it out. He can cut his way out of
the box cutter. I keep it on me.
it. Okay, you got another one, real?
Let me see. Let me see. Go back to it.
Oh, oops.
Shit, I don't know. I don't know. Just pick one, bro. 'Cause I can't really see.
Just say Android versus iPhone. I guess I don't know if you want to go to that. Power
Oh
versus
yeah, you can do that. Oh no, don't do that. I don't care. That was one for y'all just to watch.
this nigga
Just go
said.
to that black dude right there. I don't know what he's talking about.
Screen time needs to be limited. My boys don't even have phones yet.
Most teenagers do.
Yeah, they don't. Absolutely not. Are they missing out on some stuff? Yes, they are. Are they being protected from a lot of stuff? Yes, they are. Facts or fiction? If this was 2009 and they were 15 and 13, maybe I feel a little bit differently about it. But 2023? Nah, man. I don't want their brains at this age and stage. Y'all can call me overprotective if you want to. It's out of love for me that I want my kids to just have the best normal childhood that they can. Because
Right.
once they're adults, do y'all understand? Your children will be adults 3 times longer than they'll ever be children. Yet we want them to grow up so fast and get out. My son's gonna be an adult 3 or 4 times longer than he'll ever be a kid. Why would I put the weight of the world on his shoulders at 15 years old? Why would I want him making the decisions of a 30-year-old at 15? This dude just got accepted for a theater production. I'm loving the fact that he gets to do stuff like that.
Hey.
I don't want him thinking about all this other stuff. Screen time needs to be limited. My boys don't even have.
Yeah, that's on some me time right there. I actually my daughter had a phone. She like playing games on the phone. She like playing, and my thing is that I'm not really with it. Like I ain't really with the phone juice. I ain't with it because the thing is that, and I noticed even bro, it's so crazy now. Even on YouTube, you have to pay attention to like the ads because it ain't no telling what the ad that come up on these videos. Say what?
Oh no, I was just saying get that YouTube premium, no ads. I ain't seen an ad in like years.
This man trying to get
My
Oh
sponsor so bad. This man.
yeah.
My bad.
But yeah, I ain't no fan of like the phone with the kids, John. It's just a lot out there, and I understand like they got well, I my daughter's not old enough to have a phone, period. You know what I mean? So we had that discussion, and I don't care if I gotta go buy um one of them little new tablets. What I did was I just got her well I got it for me initially, but then I just give it to her little I forget what the game console is. Oh, Switch,
Yeah.
a little Nintendo Switch jump. This my whole thing is like if you want to play games, get you something that is made for just games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Whatever it is, I don't want you to have because we literally don't really pay attention. And she had so many different games to do. Being able to go to that Play Store, downloading these different games, all this makeup and all this different stuff. She was literally had like 40 games on there that I didn't pay attention to it. And I
Oh,
was like, yeah, we just gonna do away, huh?
she was downloading them herself.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
And then you know,
I got one though. Let me because I ain't got kids, so this may be or may not be a controversial opinion, but I do
hey,
kind
you
of
already know. Hold on, you know that people with kids don't listen to folk without kids, right?
okay, yeah, cool.
No, I'm just
But
playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
hey,
That's on
hey,
Facebook. They be feeding people on Facebook about that. Talk about kids and you ain't got
cool,
kids. Go
hey,
ahead though.
cool, okay, but cool, like, and that's fine. Like I said, that's why I set it up first, so you can choose to listen to it or choose not to listen to it. But
Yeah, I was
and
joking. Go ahead.
no, that's not you. I'm just saying anybody else out there, because
Hmm.
like my thing when it comes to a phone, it's like, what are you protecting them from? Like, I mean, I know there's certain things on the phone that, like, you, of course, you don't want them seeing, like sex and like drugs and violence. There's certain things that you can see on the phone that you wouldn't want somebody to see, and I totally understand trying to protect somebody from that. But in
Hmm.
2023, the phone is also like a tool, and like being able to work with that, being able to understand how you use it as a tool, I think is something that's important today because like you're not protecting them from the phone because you're gonna have a phone no matter what when you get older. When you get 18, if they leave the house, they better have a phone because how else you gonna stay in contact with them? Like when they go on
Right.
trips, how else are you gonna
But the thing
communicate
is,
without a phone?
I
But
think
my thing is the certain stuff on the phone or the things that the phone gives you access to, I completely understand trying to protect them from those aspects. But it's not, but just to demonize the phone in general is you are
no,
losing out on a lot more than just them not having, or just it's not just the protection, they are missing stuff. So
right.
no,
So my thing, and I mean, he said that too. He did say that are they missing out? So, but the thing is that for me, it's more of a delayed thing. It's not that oh, the phone's the devil, you'll never have a phone. No, that's not the case. Of course, I want to be able to get in contact with you when it is a time that you'll be away from me for extended periods of time. When I need to be able to, you know, what I mean, reach out to you. I'm talking about it being delayed for me. Not like my daughter; she's only 3.
So why not just block
She-
access to like Instagram, certain things you don't want them, and then letting them? I'm just saying, this is what's up, Q.
Yeah, no, I guess so. For me, I think that really, I think the conversation ends up being, what age do you think is appropriate
hmm
introduce your kid? Because I do think like your daughter's too young for it. Like she's 3. Is not she has no reason to have a phone. I don't think that
Right.
kids in elementary school and under even have like much of a necessity at all. The pressure
Oh
does
yeah,
come
I
middle
agree with that.
school, high school. He was speaking about high school.
13 and 15.
He
Yeah.
said 15. Yeah.
And like 15, that's either freshman or sophomore, depending on where their birthday land at. And I think that ends up being pressure in itself. And the thing about whatever he's trying to do, truthfully, unless he's homeschooling his kids, is that he's almost making the fruit so much more ripe and juicy for him. And like they probably have an Instagram account. They call them fences. The kids call them fences, but he probably got a fenster
Oh,
and
what now?
a fenster. All right, so all right,
It's like a fake Instagram.
yeah. So like typically,
Oh, okay, okay.
like youth have 2 Instagrams. They have one that's for like parents and coaches and or friends, and like it's way more kind of like like they're gonna post like more or less the regular things.
PG
Vince
version.
ends up being like that secret one that they have with all of their friends, and they got the group chats and all the different little things. Like
Uh,
it's gonna be like private. It's gonna be really obscure. It ain't gonna have nothing to do with like it's gonna like that's what it's gonna be. But typically, most kids got 2 of them. You just go ahead
bro,
and
I needed y'all to keep y'all kids away from my kids, bro.
Who is y'all?
yeah, so all right. So it's,
Hey,
the way it goes is that
say,
you can either understand the game or like not understand the game is being played,
yeah,
and
yeah. No, I get you. I get you.
you kind of load yourself up with a little ammo. But yeah, I mean, so with him, what he's probably doing is patting his own ego, in which he thinks that his kids not having access. That them kids is on their friend's phone, logged into their Instagram, getting that same dopamine hit. But when they go home, they ain't
Niggas
got
can't have it there.
they,
Hey, hey, bro, tag me in that picture. I'm a such and such. Like it take 10 minutes to set up a
yeah.
Instagram account. You don't think he
Like
grabbed somebody's
that's you know
phone?
what that sound like about? Like Shorty, they used to wear like the conservative things going out the house when she got to that bus stop.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Things
Bruh,
about it. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Those girls went far in life though, because they were smart. They went far
You
in
think
life.
so?
Because they had plans. They was always 2, 3 steps ahead of like those the girls that
Either
went
that or it
far.
was a lot of times those daughters also be they was
Getting dropped
college
off early.
college as soon as they got out their parent house,
Getting dropped
whole
off.
whole floor.
I mean, hey,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't see that happen too, but
That's usually like one of the most common things with Shorty that got like ranked, like the whole floor did it. She had the sheriff dad, the preacher dad, the like super overprotect. Like
maybe this is
I
my
almost feel like it's
observation.
almost it might not be 1-to-1, but it might be like I'm willing to put 8 out of 10.
Hey,
Bro,
maybe it's
this
my
having them girls is
observation, but
scary.
I think the women that got that out their system earlier, a lot of them all ended like they all married now. A lot of them like I done seen a lot of examples of like soon as that early on
Oh, you said
being
the hoes turning a housewife?
I've seen that happen like a lot. I've seen
Mm,
that happen a lot, and I've seen a lot of girls who prided themselves on, you know, I'm like pride on like being approved. A lot of them
mhm.
still out here
Oh,
I
because
committing.
don't know. I can't say that I've
had the
seen
whole
that a
things
lot.
later. Is
I
that
done
what you
seen it a few times, like a
Yeah,
few
I ain't
times.
saying that. Of course, it's
I
a thing that happens, but I mean,
said a
I ain't
few.
gonna give it to like the population is grand enough to really try to land on their side of it. Nah, most of them Jones, most of them Jones got about 3, 4 kids, at least 2 baby daddies, talking
Mm,
about they want a 6-figure man right now.
mm.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think that they want 6-figure men. They
What?
they just reposting that because it was on Instagram. The guy that they
Well, they
actually
still want it though.
yeah, them
They still want it, but
a
I get
lot of their baby
it's not
daddies
what they
gonna make
getting.
100 grand put
yeah,
together.
well, I mean, because of like if you ask me if we ask any of y'all what y'all want, there's a difference between what want and what you know you're gonna get.
Nah, facts.
And like they know they're not gonna get that, but they want everything. There's a bunch of things like men be wanting, a bunch of things women be
Cause
wanting,
your boy, I want
but,
Chloe Bailey,
but
but
you right, right.
yeah, hey,
Like it was a time that I wanted damn, what's Shorty name? It was a couple of them. Keisha Coles was one of them. What's Shorty? Brown skin actress Joan was bad in the early.
Megan Good.
There she go.
no,
I
Gabby,
wanted
yeah,
I
you,
wanted a Meg.
Gabby was up there too though for
If you ask me what I wanted,
yo,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like but what I was gonna get was like the average of what I be getting.
Yeah. Hey, it'd be crazy how like your aspiration be so far out of anything you've ever experienced in your life. It's like nigga, you damn near 40, bro.
that's why
Yeah.
it's called
So
a
you
want.
think?
Problem is
Uh,
if you set your hard line at your wants, you're gonna be fucked.
yeah,
Well, see, but
If you one of the
now,
ones, you good.
and as a salesperson, you gotta make them. You gotta make a list. There's wants and then there's needs.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get people to focus on the needs, but wants is sexy, bro. It's hard. Some people they just come in,
Problem is some people wants is just getting dropped off.
yeah. Some,
And that,
hey.
but I also say that's men and women because of
Oh yeah,
oh yeah, all of this
homeboy
is men and women for
with
sure.
that shitty baby mama. He was just trying to get a piece of pussy.
that's all he was trying to do.
That's the problem.
Trying to get in and get out.
And same with Shorty with that nigga that told her you better get an abortion. He was just trying to drop off, and she was trying to
Yeah,
get dropped off, but you know what I mean. I don't know if he poked the hole, if the condom pop, if they just you know what I mean.
nah, bro.
Some people like
I'll be.
she called herself the raw dog queen. I don't know.
Man, motherfucker miscalculated the next to the last pump. That's what happened.
Say the next to the last one.
The next to that shit
That
happened.
joke's stupid, bro. That joke's stupid. Niggas just be letting go and like, bro. I never understood that, bro. How
Shit,
you already go? It's like to me it reminds me of like the person that's riding in the car with no license, the tag ain't on the car, smoking a blunt with a illegal gun in the car
with
with
the
him.
pistol on him.
Yeah, like
And then
and
you be
then
at 12
he got the darkest tint you can get on the car and running stop signs. Like, bro, what are we doing?
speeding,
And you doing everything that can get you fucked.
speeding.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. Damn. I do remember this was actually like one of those moments in my life. I remember driving back from Rail House. This was like during like some version of the port days, like when we was up here and like you know like we'll parlay at Rail House sometimes. And I remember
Yeah, that's
and it was late night.
that's a ride to come
And
back
I
late
don't know
that like night.
whatever was in my system was in my system. And I'm like I was like, wait, the tags is expired.
True.
My license was already straight, but your tags expired and you're driving while
Erratically.
inebriated, right? Where right now, like you're doing probably the dumbest thing you can. Like there's a reason for them to pull you, and if they pull you, like you're gonna be fucked. Like it doesn't make any sense. And the bad part about it was that nothing was stopping me from just getting my tags right. It was just a lapse of like getting the shit done. It wasn't like I ain't had the money. It wasn't like I just, you know what I mean, just didn't get it done yet. And
I
like that
remember
was
about
the
it.
thing. It was like, oh, bro, just do the thing. Like it's not even a reason for you to put yourself in a situation. That's just a lapse of judgment. Yeah.
But yeah, and I was just comparing that to the dude that so you already know you don't like the chick. You know what I mean? You just trying to drop. You really probably just trying to drop because you just, you know what I mean? You just want something. It could have been either one, and she the one that you know.
Mm-hmm.
Then you really ain't even attracted to it like that. You don't want nobody to know. Then why would you? Then you ain't gonna wear a condom.
Mm-hmm.
Then you gonna let go inside of, bro. What are we doing?
Well,
Yeah.
here's something we have to,
I,
as a people, we have to do, men and women.
mm-hmm.
We have to stop having sex with people that we don't like. Like
Nah, for sure.
people do that, like at a regular, like it's rampant nowadays. Like people be with motherfuckers that they really
What
don't
age?
like
What's a good age to stop having sex with people you don't like?
immediately at any age, bro. Like it should never be a
That ain't fair.
thing.
Hey,
Like
you
it
know,
should
you
like
hey, what
That
was
ain't
it? What was it? You
that
know,
ain't
when you talk about the other, what was that on the joke where
that
it was
ain't.
like, I was a victim of the toxic
Yeah, yeah,
masculinity joint.
like, it's the point in time where it's so like you gotta let
I
people
agree. Hey,
know.
that's one of them it sound good joints. Like that was he has the right answer.
Yeah,
He
like
has the
what
right answer.
it is, but if you talking to the
Uh,
youth, that one ain't ever gonna fly with them.
what, like not liking the person. Like yeah, I mean you should
No,
just
by that, what I mean is that all right. So if we're all being honest, like we all probably had a stage where we just like the person that you was attracted to at that moment, you probably knew it was some trouble. Like
hmm.
if you landed with that one, you understand? But like that probably also dealt with the attraction,
it
like
made you
like
want
a
to
little
more.
spicy Jones, a
It
different little
made
things
you. I
like
mean,
that.
I feel that when you're younger, it do make you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
forbidden is. That's why Eve bit that apple because it wasn't.
Right. And like to like ignore the fact that that probably is going to happen with most guys that have the accessibility to have that happen. The best thing that I could probably say is that you better be smart as hell, and like you better not like listen. College, college is a wild time to be alive, and they had this thing called the depot shot back in the day. I don't know if y'all know about the
Hmm.
depot shot.
Hmm. Yeah.
That
Depot shot
motherfucker.
I
It lasts about
had
6 months,
yeah.
ain't it?
Mm,
Right, and that's a
yeah.
selling point right there. Yeah, I got the depot.
Boop.
But
Shoot this motherfucker. Oh,
Hey, have you ever thought about? You ever thought about something like, let's say the depot got the depot shot, so you just let niggas just bust all. I guess, bro, it's just crazy, bro. Let's not even. I
I
don't want
think
to
nah,
even.
no. I mean, hey,
the
like
problem would be if she letting multiple guys. If y'all
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
yeah. Now that well, what do they call that? That's a bucket, right?
A come.
man, I ain't heard that word in a minute, boy.
Hey, talk about a bucket. I think it's something about a
A
bucket.
bucket. It's
Yeah,
it's a,
This nigga
it's a
stupid.
couple different versions.
Cameron called that the easy pass. There's a bunch of different little things.
Yeah, nah, bro.
Ooh,
Yeah, we gotta be
hey,
smarter, bro. We gotta be smarter.
Yeah. But like I said, I wouldn't go as far as what Johnny was saying, where it's like don't. But I
That's
think
the
that
right answer, though, bro.
yeah, no, it is the right answer. But I'd say like after you make it past a certain age, I do for sure think that ain't no nigga in their 30s should be just like fucking with
Oh,
you.
facts.
Have
like if
like
you really
it's
don't like a motherfucker,
I don't think that past like mid 20s, honestly.
Mid 20s, yeah.
Like, all right, you did it, grow up. That's the reality. Like, grow up, bro.
Hmm.
Like you hopefully like you was a thorough enough dude in your early 20s, you was able to do what you needed to do. Now grow up. Like at least
Hmm.
start dating with some level of intention. Um, because of yeah, I mean, expect specifically, especially if you go wrong. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And let me rewind a little bit. If you're going raw regardless, then that better be something that you are cool with it actually being something that could sell. Because
Hmm.
like
and
if
shit
not,
that could
you're gonna
sell.
be on a fucked up shit. And like you don't know how long that goddamn ride gonna be.
Facts.
Boy,
That is
that
facts.
jump crazy. That jump crazy.
All right. Who
Could you imagine? Could you imagine having a baby with the joint that said she thought that she was pregnant back in the day?
oh I see I'll be looking at it in real time, right?
Ooh.
Like the Maury show. Like I'll be looking at that in real time. Be like,
Yeah,
I
that's
just be thinking
crazy.
that, Matt, like that's like
Maury show used to be a vibe, bro.
but that's like watching. I'm trying to think of what it could be compared to. It's like watching Victory. I'm gonna use the word porn, but it's like watching, like, you know how to be like glory, like it's like victory porn, where it's like I made it out this situation. I see this motherfucker over there just wreaking havoc on everybody, and I know I got away from it.
You,
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's just
That's
able to
crazy.
remind me every single time. Truthfully, only reason why I follow that person, because it's a reminder of stay away, danger.
Mm-hmm.
Like not specifically them, but specifically that type of person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like just looking at what they're doing and them still being on that same thing is like that. And I like you could see, like I believe you could see them signs way early. You might overstep them
Mm.
because maybe you're attracted. Maybe, like I said, niggas be like, I just want a piece of pussy. You know what I mean? But
that should have
Mm.
hindered your development because dealing with a person like that is gonna have its own effects on the way you probably wouldn't be the
Oh
same
yeah,
person.
no, sure,
Like
for sure.
had you had to deal with that and just being in that type of environment, stuff like that, and keep you. That can be the difference from like achieving what you really want to do, or
I got a random one for y'all before we go to the next thing. Y'all ready for it?
Mm.
Should you wife a girl that
No,
has had a sis? Oh, just no,
sheesh,
no wifing girl.
go ahead, go
man,
ahead.
Wait a
man,
minute.
it's a woman hater.
Nah, nah, nah. I'm not a big advocate for. Y'all know I'm not the biggest marriage advocate, but go ahead.
should, should you should you take serious a woman who has previously dated a woman? Quiet has swept
Johnny.
the room.
Ah, that's a tough one.
Quiet has swept the room.
That is a
Look,
tough
I
one.
already know my answer. It's
My,
an easy answer
No,
for me. I
leave
want
it
to hear
yours,
Johnny first.
though, John.
I'm gonna say no.
Uh,
It's like like the right answer is no. Like you shouldn't take serious a woman who like you shouldn't, because that means
that's the right
doesn't nec- she doesn't necessarily knows completely what she wants. To me, that's what I'm gonna say. But that's kind of hard though, because I mean that's
Why is it hard? Pause.
because hey yo that's a good but because and I guess that's the leaving the things you was programmed in you as a young man. It sounds exciting. It sounds like, oh,
Hey, chat, what y'all think? Tap in with us. Let us
we
know.
could we could maybe do this. It sounds fun, but the older you get, the more and more you know that
Mm-hmm.
what comes along with certain
Mm-hmm.
individuals and lifestyles and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say no.
Bro, I ain't got that much trust in my body, bro. I ain't
I
got that
mean,
much trust in my body. So just the idea of like thinking into it. So she was dating a woman. Now she dating you. So even if she got a friend, girl, you don't know if they doing something. You know what I mean? So it's not just men that you gotta be. You know what I mean? The trust factor with. It's also women. Like, bro, I'm
but you
just
probably
too
shouldn't
much, bro.
marry
You can
somebody
call
you
me
don't.
insecure.
But
Call
you
me
probably
insecure
shouldn't
all
marry
you want, bro.
somebody you don't trust, though.
Say it again.
Probably shouldn't marry somebody that you or take serious somebody that you can't
I
trust.
agree with
Right,
that.
and that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Like it would literally be like I already know my answer is easy. It's an easy no because of the fact that how am I? I already know myself. I wouldn't be able to find myself to be able to trust
So can I take this conversation a step further, I guess?
you.
So real, branching off of what you just said, would you be able to stay with a person who has broken your trust? Because it
Would
seems
I be
like
able to stay with a person who's broken my trust? You talking about like cheated?
that'd be the easiest one. We can go with that. Like
That
that
was an
is
example that from season 3.
Yeah, from season 3.
There
See,
was an
it
example.
depends on what I got riding on. If we just girlfriend and boyfriend, get the fuck out of here, bro. Just
um
some, just
Hey,
that's
okay.
clearly all the connection, all of the
all right,
tie
so then
to us is just girlfriend boyfriend,
let's up the
huh?
stake. We talking married then. That's what's riding on it.
Yeah. See, if you cheat them, see, I have to figure it out because it depends on how much you got to lose in the scenario. See, that's why people understand marriage is a business. So it depends on how much you got to lose. So if we go if in my scenario, like, and I own everything, everything's in my name, and you cheat, and there's no kids. Oh yeah, that's easy. Go get the fuck out of here. This
So
is
you ain't
all. You know what I mean? I have nothing to lose, huh?
gonna endure?
I ain't gonna do what.
So you're saying if
Endure.
you're in a traditional relationship, it,
Hmm.
you that you could kick out if you don't trust her no more. It's a
No, she
traditional.
cheated on me.
I'm saying if
So,
it, and
so
you talking about
alimony
in a
don't count if she cheated on you.
Y'all both was talking. Say it again.
I said alimony don't count if she cheated on you.
No, you once you commit adultery, you lose everything.
Oh,
You
okay.
ain't got no rights to anything.
Oh, okay, got
hey, fellas get a PI.
you.
Bro,
Mm.
I'm telling you, the thing is what a lot of dudes do not be thinking about, bro. And I'm
PI.
not saying that you go and cheat. I'm just saying that think about this. You get married, you talking about for the rest of your life, and you got a lot riding on if you do cheat. You got a lot right if you got something. If you ain't got nothing, then you know what I mean? Like I think if like two poor people get married, that's probably the best thing, you know what I mean? But
You
if
said
you
four people.
yeah, it ain't really nothing at stake. Y'all really falling in love and y'all want to get married, huh?
Wait, say it again. What did you say? Two, four
What I'm
people?
saying, two poor people. If you both
Oh,
have
four.
if you both don't have anything, then no, there's nothing to lose. Then and y'all build everything together. Then I can understand like when you get married when you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
have anything. But when you
I think
start, you know what I mean, actually getting stuff on your bike on your own, and then you go, yeah, nah, bro, it's a lot to lose in those scenarios.
So
They
let
need to
me ask you
rewrite the
this.
laws, really.
Let
I've
me ask
heard
you this,
different.
real. Hey, I got a question. I got a question. Let me ask you this, real.
Uh
Is
huh.
if you get to a certain, I guess, net value or net worth, then would it make more sense to have an open marriage or like an open marriage? If you don't want to lose, like you say, it's
Well,
a
Johnny,
business.
I wanted to stay where he was at for a quick second before we leave out of there. You going into
So
like
y'all just giving me the quiz now. What's this? Okay,
you
go ahead. I like it. I like it. Let's go. Keep it going.
oh no, I thought that
Keep it going.
I thought you made a point that I wanted to build off. Johnny, we'll get back into the open relationship shit. That I
Because
guess
I think that's where it's gonna go though,
you get rich.
eventually.
But
Cause
my
he,
I think that I agree with like two poor people, but I think that in general, two people that have equal stake is probably like the best version of it. Like whether that
Yeah.
like no whichever way you go it, as long as there's like a similar playing field, I think that that's probably the best version of it. When there's like some level of
With the prenup
yeah, I agree with the prenup. Like the more things that you already come in having, then like just again put the prenup
protect
in,
yourself.
make sure that you like have people both people are already have something to lose. That's the easiest way to put it. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, that was my main
Yeah,
point.
but see, you know the thing though. It's like so if let's say she got her house and you got your own house and you end up cheating, then you still lose.
Well,
you talking about if the man cheat or the woman
I guess
cheat?
I don't
Yeah.
specifically understand, but just don't like. There's a simple part to like don't cheat, right?
No, and I agree 100%. What I'm saying, I agree that like don't
But then
cheat is the answer.
right,
But
and
are you
then
talking
it's
about
like
if
you
we?
gotta be like a what? Like if I guess if you're saying that you have a prenup and then y'all both have two
Oh no,
houses.
no. If you have the prenup, no. The prenup is as long as it. Well, I mean, a prenup doesn't necessarily just because you got one don't mean it's gonna stand up. So that's why they
It
cost so
depends
much.
how it's written. I've also like listen to like you just have to make sure that it's written well. Some people
Right.
get it done correctly, in which it can kind of be what I mean fucked with. But let me like make sure it's done well. But I'm just saying like if you have a prenup and both people already have some level of established uh what I mean lives, I guess you would say, or assets. Like you
Hmm.
said, a woman has her own house, and y'all have like the guy has a house. Um, unless this is a really vindictive woman, I think that she probably just tap out and be good either way. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
nah. I can't benefit of the doubt none of that type of stuff no more, bro. You can't
most
benefit
times
of the doubt.
usually when what I guess what I've seen from like the people that's inside like the nearest circumference, the women that can tap out and it not hurt them, they just get the fuck out of there.
Oh yeah. But we see the thing is
They,
that
they
the
ain't trying
nine
to
times
like fuck
how
over.
many
They just trying to get the fuck out of there.
Well, I mean, if
how
it's
many
not about
times
money, then I was gonna
a
say if it
woman
ain't.
will leave you and be hot at you. So it's like you can't. the thing is that I wouldn't rely on the fact that you know how many dudes that I know that like they old ladies was like, I can't understand why if you gonna take care of these kids, then why would you put them on child support? Then they see you with another woman, and then you're on child support. So like things like that, you can't like trust those type of words. There's no, you know what I mean. I understand you've seen people that it don't happen to, but yeah, nah.
Run
Just about every dude I know that's on child support, old lady told them at some point that they wouldn't do it that way if they was doing this and that. Like, nah, you can't
Oh,
trust that juice. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I guess right now you're talking about child support, which I mean, I think that that's its own different little thing, and you can kind of, figure out
Um,
through that whole scenario. Um, I was speaking more or less about like assets and like a divorce and a woman being vindictive of trying to like take your house and shit like that. If you already have a prenup, and like I guess I just think that
You just talking
a
about a
woman that will do
relationship
those
in
things, she
general.
probably has presented a vindictive side to her in advance. I
oh no. I believe that. I believe that there will be signs. You know what I mean? Everybody just got to pay attention very closely to who you decide to spend time with because
just don't be doing that. You ain't get away from just like sometimes I
uh,
love people.
it can get
Uh,
real serious, real dark.
yeah. All right. So I don't
So
know.
so
Do we
so so
wanna?
so y'all don't want to talk about my question about
Oh,
the
go ahead.
open
Go ahead, Red. Johnny.
so but I think I know where you're going because
Rich
like
niggas need open relationships. That's
well
what you was asking.
no I'm asking this for a reason. I'm
Go ahead,
asking this
Johnny.
for a
Tell us
reason
about your fantasy.
because this ain't got nothing to do with me.
So Johnny, if you made a certain amount of money, would you want an open relationship? Be honest.
We're talking about in
BTM.
the concept. No,
BTM.
Actually, I wouldn't. I'm not. I couldn't do an open
Oh, so you
relationship.
one woman.
Yeah, at this
Even
point in the
like
game,
they
at
they
this
like they fawning at you.
I can't. Yeah, nah. At this point in the
You
game,
can't.
I got enough for one, bro. I mean, I could, but I choose not to. I could. Like I ain't saying that. I could. It ain't because I
Temptation
can't.
start hitting them right there in the back of his head. Well,
Yeah.
could, but go ahead, Johnny.
I could, but I'm just saying, what I'm looking for would require like the type of intimacy and vulnerability I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That's a one-on-one type relationship. You ain't gonna find that splitting your time in multiple
Mhm.
places. And that's all I'm saying. But man, because this ain't about me. This ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm asking this question because we have talked about the Will and Jada situation and like why Will won't just such and such and we're like why is he dealing with that? Why won't he just leave? Like we're asking these questions. We like I could never. But if you was dealing with your net worth was in like the millions, and breaking up would cause it's gonna be a big business split. Like you're gonna have to go down.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be a complicated thing dealing with like
How
all
much
the
money do you
assets
need, bro? How
to
much is
stay.
worth your dignity? I'm sorry. Like if she took
How
half,
much? But that's my thing. How
if
much,
she took half,
or how
okay.
much would be, or how much would be
I'm
worth just
200 up. If I'm left with 100, I'm gonna be all right.
so 200
And I can
million.
still make
Niggas say I'm 200 up.
and I can still make more movies. You know what I mean? Like fuck
So you
out.
would take the L. You wouldn't just stay.
Yes.
And okay, so
Like I think like that's a problem for marginal niggas. Like
what if the
if
woman
you a
wasn't
marginal
Jada
nigga
Smith?
in which like
What
you
if it
can be
wasn't
broken
Jada?
by half. Like Will Smith can't be broken by half, bro. I'm sorry.
No, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It ain't
That's
shit
true.
that she can take from him that's gonna break him.
Okay,
He got too
Well,
what
much.
if it
then the
wasn't?
kid's grown now, right? The kid's
Yeah,
grown
the
too.
kids grown too. All them
Oh
motherfuckers.
yeah, nah, he might as well go ahead and whatever it is, bro. Yeah, you just let
So
that go.
And
Yeah,
that's
you
why
just let that go.
I think that he be probably putting on like a little dog chain or some shit. Like he gotta like getting dominated or something. Like why else would you be putting yourself in? Oh, he has like a fetish of like I'm trying to think of like what the words are.
bro
Like
probably got some weird pictures out there. He
or
probably got
that
some.
they done did some of that like Hollywood like crazy shit where like they like whatever them little Hollywood parties is. But outside of I can't really wrap my mind around it unless like you have a fetish that has to do with being publicly humiliated or like Johnny said, there's like she got some kind of crazy up on you. It don't make sense to me. I ain't never seen no nigga that was highly regarded be degraded by anybody at that level so consistently.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's sad,
Yeah.
man. Will Smith. I used to want to be Will Smith, bro. Like getting Fresh Prince and like Will Smith was
To
that.
be Will Smith then, you got to be Will Smith now.
Hey, that's why I was never Will Smith. I was never Will Smith.
So you ain't even doing it for Halloween.
I was never Will Smith.
That nigga ain't gonna be I Am Legend. He ain't gonna know me from the
Mission Impossible, Men in Black. That man got a list, but I was never that. Couldn't be
oh
me.
shit. All right. Hold on. Let me find out where we at. Let me get Johnny up here. I think this is real inbox. You might have to dive into some Antonio Jones too. Tonio be having
Yeah,
like
he was sending them jokes too.
Yeah,
you might,
bro, just sent one.
yeah. So we
Bro, just sent
gonna
one.
tap in. Hey, again, chat. Y'all here, y'all with us. Talk to us. How y'all feeling about it? Or send us some memes, give us some commentary. Again, it's a To Be Fair show. This is the wrap up for season 3. Season 4
Season.
starts next week. Yeah. All right, Johnny, where we going?
Uh, let me go. Let me go. Now go back up. Go back up. Go back up. Go back up. Let me get D1 over there in the top left corner.
You publicly challenge certain artists that are glorifying murder and drug dealing and negativity in their music. The better question is, why would you not? If they have the audacity to publicly push these messages out there and reach the masses with them, then we should have the audacity to publicly oppose these messages. It don't go like, oh, you could put all that harmful stuff out there and reach whoever you want loudly and proudly, but we got to hit you up one-on-one on the court. Like, if we got an issue with it, we got to say something behind the scenes and quietly, because we don't want to offend you. If we're trying to do God's work, it don't work like that. See, for the first time, a line is being drawn, and that line is making people uncomfortable because you having to decide what side you on. Are you on the side that's okay with them messages and okay with the impact of those negative messages, or are you on the side that's like, nah, we ain't rocking with that? You hear me? And a lot of people never had to decide which side of the line they was on, and it's making people uncomfortable right now. But that's not finna make me quiet. That's not finna make us quiet, because when you're doing God's work, it ain't something to be quiet about. It's something to be proud of. And it's something to keep going with.
My joy is my weapon, and I. Have y'all seen? Have y'all seen the back and forth between these people? Like
You
between
talking about
D
him and Ross and Meek?
and Jim Jones was talking crazy. I couldn't. I
Oh, so
didn't.
they actually responded to him? I didn't know they responded to him.
Yeah.
I didn't see the. I saw what Ross said. I didn't see what Meek said. I
What
Hey,
did
saw
shout out.
Ross
some.
say?
Hey, season 2 guest Willie. Shout out Willie. Tapping in.
Oh,
He
that's
say,
Oh yeah, we did have just Will on season
okay.
2. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's just Will. Okay,
Love, brother.
Big Willie.
pause.
Yeah.
Pause. Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Johnny.
yeah.
Hey, yo, that's my
Lead us
bad.
into this commentary. I don't know where it's going.
Well, nah, I was just because I thought what he was saying was actually like, because I've said the same thing previously about like why like is the like why isn't there a push to like take some of the violence out of rap music, especially when we know how influential it is, or why do we continue to support artists that don't take, that don't have positive things to say? And he just said it out loud. He said it to them people, and he on a big enough platform to where them people saw it and chose to respond. And I think that means that there's a lot of validity in what he was saying, because like Rick Ross, he was talking about giving away turkeys, and like he was saying talking about something besides the point. Jim Jones,
Mm.
I seen him on Sway earlier, and
Well, I
he was
guess
just
like I guess the proper context would be like if you rewind it, what D1 was speaking about was, I guess, like Ross and Meek Mill's latest record. Um
Mm-hmm.
in which I guess like maybe there's like some references to like crime or drugs,
yeah,
But
shootings.
then also, Meek also went on to the on some show and he was talking about how that they get paid to do it, to like they get paid extra to have that all of that negative negative, whatever you want to say, that have like the all of the negativity in the songs. He literally said on the stage that they get paid more to do that
I guess
specifically.
I love to hear that. Like, see if you can find that link. I love to listen to it to get
Yeah,
like
shit. I just recently seen it.
get
Well, I probably wouldn't be Johnny. You look for it.
just to get a little context to it. But
What link?
in essence, like maybe it was the Meek Mill Rick Ross recent record, and he commented on it where he was saying how Meek stands for like prison reform and
Yeah, that's what.
X,
Hmm.
Y, and Z, and like your lyrics and your records aren't mirroring that. And that's
Hmm.
kind of where the back and forth kind of came to. Came from was the idea of like you're doing such good in the community, but you're rapping about these things. And I don't know.
You rapping about the opposite. You talking about prison. You trying to keep people from going in and reforming the system, and you're pretty much everything you're talking about is the shit that's sending niggas there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and like Jim Jones, I seen him respond. And he was talking about like he proved old buddy's point because old buddy was talking about s- changing the music, and Jim Jones responded to this nigga talking about uh sending his cousin, sending his cousin to do something to him, or he low key threatened him.
Oh Lord, man,
And
if
my
you
thing
shut
is
your
like
This wasn't even a
dweeb
Jim
ass.
Jones problem.
you're like,
I don't think that Jim Jones needed to be in there.
but like you're proving his point though. It's like he's trying to talk
Hmm.
about something that's like good for the community, and you like, shut up, nigga. You can't talk negative about me, no matter like if what he's saying is for the community.
Did he
You
did he
just
mention Jim Jones or is like Jim Jones
he
about
mentioned
Meek?
Jim Jones and somebody else. But yeah,
What is Jim Jones doing positive for the community?
I don't know what Jim Jones was doing
Oh,
positive
you
for the
don't care about
community.
what
But
Jim Jones
I don't know how. I don't remember how Jim Jones got into it. But because his main point wasn't about Jim Jones. His main point was about Meek Mill and prison reform. He threw Jim Jones' name in there, just kind of side hand, and then that's when Jim Jones responded to him. But you responded to him basically like proving his point. So that's
Mm.
Yeah,
I think that's a healthy conversation for the culture.
Can I throw
Uh,
some hate out real quick?
on
that's
who?
that fighting intellect within ignorance.
Right. I guess I don't specifically disagree with like the point maybe. I like
But you
well I
put
mean
Jim
I honestly
Jones in
I
there.
don't have a problem with like good and bad rap. I literally don't. Um because I don't want to listen to like pure Christian rap for the rest of my life. I ain't interested. Uh but what I also
I mean, that's the extreme, but go ahead.
or just I ain't trying to listen to like hopeful, optimistic rap for the rest of my life either. Like I don't know, like sometimes I like a diversity of entertainment, good, bad, indifferent, things that can pull at multiple different perspectives. And all I really care about is if you can paint a really good picture. I prefer my rap to not also be real. I don't like real rap. But what I would also say is that there is a agenda behind this also with him specifically. Not saying like there's this massive agenda, but D1 is a Christian rapper. He was going on tour with the I Know God tour, in which this is the perfect promo for that. I.e., why he ended it with Atlanta concert 11/11, I Know God tour. Da, 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 da. Like it makes sense, like because this goes into like what you're pushing with your message and what you're already leading into. And I get it. And I'm
Hmm.
not I don't even down him for it. I understand what
Oh
clever
yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
yeah, I understand what clever marketing is, and I'm also for clever marketing. I will also say that I understand that that's what this is. Like it's really smart marketing for what he's doing, and he's been able to capitalize on outrage marketing beneficially. Uh, yeah, that's my own little tidbit to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I rocked with it when I seen the first because I actually seen a different video. I think it was the first one when he actually initially called out the whole Rick Ross thing. And bro, the thing is too is that the way in which it's being done now, it's not necessarily just that like talking about someone getting killed or what you would do or da da da. It's not. It's the fact that it's very dumb and it's just violence. Like it's not even there's not a picture being painted. These niggas just saying a whole bunch of random stuff on trap beats, and that's what it is. And it's just a bunch of niggas. So it's not like a nigga's
You talking
telling a
about Meek and Ross?
story.
Or you talking about like with like the
Yeah, I'm
kid?
just talking Meek and Ross too, because like honestly, I heard the song and I was just like, I turned it off, like just from listening to the
Oh no,
beginning of
that
it. And
song
you
was
know, they dropped the album. They
yeah.
dropped the album, and but I like literally was just turned
Me
off.
and
It's
Donnie
still the
react
same thing.
with it.
It's the same song over and over and over. Still though.
If you rap positivity, that shit gonna be the same song over and over soon too.
No, but what I'm saying is that there's no story to it. You just saying a bunch of random things
Oh, you talking about
to
like
a
them
trap beat.
just rapping? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, just random. It's like a freestyle. Like it's literally nothing to it.
right, but I enjoy freestyle sometimes. Like a 5 freestyle. Johnny talked about it earlier. Like 4 bars, it hit you.
Yeah. But I mean, it's
But
but
the
what I'm
great
saying is that that's the reason why it's so. But
What
that's the reason why it's so hearing gone, because it don't mean nothing.
I don't know. Again, if you talking about like the kids' real music, I'll be listening to Ross and me. So it ain't really
No, and
that.
I like Ross. I like Ross. You remember y'all even when they get like the top 100. I like Ross, but I mean, it's not something that like even like it's just this type. It's the specific type of song where they are literally just saying random things, like that one that they dropped the video for. It's just a bunch of random. You just saying random stuff. It ain't got no plot to it. It's nothing that's actually. You know what I mean? It's nothing to it. It's just you saying a whole bunch of stuff that you would do, or you know what I mean. I don't know. To me, that's just like it's just the dumbest. It's the dumbest version of it. It's the dumbest version of rap when you there's nothing to it.
Gotcha. Lisa Mick said old niggas talking about the same shit. Laughing emoji.
That's true.
Why,
That's all it
that's
is.
why I don't listen to it. Hello. Oh no, I feel it. But I also listen. I am a person. I like a duality of things in which I
We done
like.
heard you try
I
to. We done heard
like
you
Meek
try to
Mill.
make.
Oh, no, listen. Like I said, I like Meek Mill when he get on his like hood savior shit, and I like when he do a good intro. And to me, I just care if it evokes a really fire emotion. Same thing with Ross. I care. I fuck with Ross when he talk about his really gaudy. Like Ross don't really talk about murdering niggas, but he talk about like all the
Yeah.
things that he has. I like
Hmm.
to talk about all the things he has,
And you know that's funny because that's gotten old to me too. Like
uh,
I don't. You talk about a whole bunch of stuff that I don't even know the name. I don't even know what these things are. Like I've never even heard of any of the things that you're naming, and then like it's like even Ross has got to a point to where it's like, yeah, bro, you kind of ODing me now. Like I
right.
ain't.
And I wonder, like, because again, to me, from the '90s to now, like they kind of all do the like. It's not like the concept of what they're doing is different. I just get like if you're putting it if you're putting it together fire, I fucks with it. Like that's the freestyle aspect of it. Like there's a part of
Hmm.
me that I will never run away from the fact that I like freestyle raps. That's the random putting things together that just sound fire over fire beats.
I
I
like that too.
I
I
can't.
like it too.
That's what they like. That's what those things are that they're doing. Like they're just
Yeah, but don't OD on it. You're like that is what you're doing every time, though. Is what I'm
Well, there
saying.
has to be a
I can't.
level of creativity,
Right, but
and
would you
that's the
say
thing
that
about.
would you say Meek and Ross do that every time? I don't think
No,
they
no, no, and
that, and
no,
that's what
I'd agree. They
that's
don't
why
do that every time for sure.
them. So like if I'm talking about them, like I enjoy when Meek and Ross raps. They just be rapping. Like I enjoy when a bunch of niggas just be rap. I like when J. Cole he
Hmm.
got on the first shooter mode with Drake and just was rapping.
First
Hmm.
He was just
person
rapping.
shooter
That was
mode,
just like fire rap. That was kind of all it was.
not
It
the
wasn't
three,
like no
not
real
the two,
message or
but the
anything
U and
about it.
O.
It was like fire rap. I most like Drake when he's just fire rapping.
No, no, no. That's the
And it's
version of Drake that I like too.
that's like so I would be
What was that
crazy.
song?
Oh, not crazy. I wouldn't be honest to myself if I said I didn't like. I also do like when all of those artists like get like they get transparent, they get like really
Hmm.
interpersonal, they share
Introspective.
stories, all that stuff. But that's a different little section that I like of them. But I like both of them. I wouldn't never like if you have an artist that's diverse enough and they can do it all. I fuck with them doing it all. But it's to me, I agree
I'd
with
agree.
like if they always do it and that's all they do. And I think the young boys, like there's a younger generation that's all they do. I can keep that with them for sure. Well, Johnny, I
that
guess
just stress.
Hey, can you
That's
do
right.
me a favor? Can you hit refresh?
Oh, Johnny just sent the new one in.
No, I ain't sending it. I send them in.
You
Let me
sent
get my
two
boy
of them.
Neil. Let me,
Which
get
one
my-
you want, bro?
let me get Neil deGrasse Tyson right up here,
Neil
man.
deGrasse Tyson. He annoying as hell too.
He's smart.
Is you're cleaning your hands and your feet and your ears and your nose. And there's a cleansing daily. Back then, nobody's showering every day.
Hold on.
So I
You're gonna
think
say
people
start it
thought
from the
Part of the
beginning.
rituals of being a Muslim is you're cleaning your hands and your feet and your ears and your nose. And there's a cleansing
Makes sense.
daily. Back then, nobody's showering every day. If a disease comes through and it comes from contact, you get sick and the Muslims don't.
oh, so they seem powerful.
Oh my gosh. And you're Christian and they're Muslims. You're saying they put a hex on me. These heathens. I got another one. You ready?
I don't know. I'm still riding the last one.
You ready?
You got
okay.
a lot of
Here it
them.
goes. Many of the plagues
That's a
were
great
from a flea. Where did the fleas come from? We would later learn they came from rats and mice. And mice were common. Look at old Renaissance paintings. There's mice in the corners of the paintings. It's
Yeah,
really
huh?
funny just to see this. All right, so now watch. If you owned a cat, you didn't have mice. No, wait a minute. Who owned cats? Well, there are many women that own cats.
So women didn't get the plague, and they were therefore sorcerers. and
They
witches.
were witches.
Damn.
This is what happens when you live in a pre-scientific era.
Wow.
The blame game begins.
But that's fun as hell, though. Some of it.
Part of the ritual.
Like, bro, funny man. I like
No,
T.O.
I like homeboy that he was. I like hit him in his podcast in general. He's fire.
You talking about Theo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he funny man. I like him.
Neil deGrasse, he's also annoying. He's annoying, but he has some good points sometimes.
This
Yeah.
one of them, and I think
That's a cold one right there.
this
That's a
is
code.
something that like
I think what is it called? It's called Salat, makes a lot. With like Muslims and the cleaning.
yeah, oh yeah, but it's relevant for today's, the climate of today. What's going
Science.
on, what's going on in the world, and but that concept, it goes to just a lot of things. If like you don't take the time to understand something, you're not gonna understand it, and
Mhm.
it's like people looked at Muslims one way because something that they were doing this actually was beneficial. Like them cleaning their hands, it kept them from
Yeah.
being sick, and it kept them from getting
3 times a day or
diseases.
5 times a day. I can't remember, but yeah.
What was that?
I can't remember if it's 3 times a day or 5 times a day, but like
It's however many times they pray. So they do it
Yeah,
before
yeah.
they do it before their prayer, which is because you want to come to God and you want to be clean and you want to wash the earth away
Yeah, back
before
in
you come to God. Which
it was a small time because I guess I grew up Muslim. So like there was a small frame where like we were trying to like be intentional about doing that, but I just can't really remember exactly how many times that shit.
it's 3, 5, or 7. I can't remember one of them, but you
I don't think it's 7, but it's like 3
No,
or
I
5.
haven't heard 7. I think three. Feel like it's. I've definitely heard both 3 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
it's an odd number. But what
Yeah,
I was saying,
back of the whole little John.
but what I was saying.
My bad.
No, what I was saying is that's something that's a beneficial thing. But if people don't understand, that you're doing this, when they just look at the big picture, they just look at it from their point of view. All they see is, and they're like, they're not getting sick. They must be doing
Mhm.
this, and that lack of understanding, that lack of perception, it can manifest itself and it can get passed down. Your grandfather didn't understand these people, so now your daddy didn't, and then your daddy didn't understand them, so now you don't. And a lot of time that lack of understanding, it gets passed down, it gets put into political policies, it gets put into religious belief, and a lot of the things that we're experiencing, like it's all coming together. Like you're seeing how like a lot of all of that stuff, it matters. Like that understanding, it matters because we just sent we spent billions of dollars to Israel, and a lot of us in America are sitting here, we don't even all the way agree with that, but it's because
Honestly, I don't agree with it at all.
I'm saying, but
Yeah, I don't agree with it at all either.
I don't agree with it at all
Johnny,
either.
real quick, let me just get this off real quick. I also think that like I was watching that Republican, the latest Republican debate, and I didn't realize how much of like on what would it be the what like in essence Israel has America by the nutsack, and it's interesting just like the concept of how they talk about it. I haven't heard Democrats really talk about it, so I'd be interested to hear that. But listening to Republicans and how they form policy, the conversation around it, and just
Ooh,
like what they action plan to what needs to happen, it's fucking crazy. Like I thought that I was almost inside like watching like a dystopian movie or some shit like that. Like hearing them talk about killing kids at the rate that they're doing is fucking crazy to me. But go
hey,
ahead, Johnny.
now that you say that, and before I even continue, can you play my next meme? It goes.
Oh, that's that other man?
Bro, I see it. Yeah, I set that up good. But hey, play that other one.
Him?
Yeah, with the yeah. It looked like he
So
hippie.
I think people thought I was joking when I said, "Hey, that's just a line from the Zionist playbook." But there's actually a Zionist playbook. It was published in 2009 to help people defend the atrocities of Israel. And if you don't believe me, you could just type in that title, The Israel Project, and you could download the 116-page document. It even has a table of contents, rules for effective communication, glossary of words that work, how to talk about Palestine self-government and prosperity, isolating Iran-backed Hamas as an obstacle to peace, Israel's right to self-defense and defensible borders. Do you ever wonder why everyone sounds the same when they're talking about Israel? There's no second opinion. It's because it's literally written out for them. This is
And them niggas just be drowning in talking points. My bad. I'm letting
18 chapters. So here, this is like chapter 1, the 25 rules for effective communication. And the first point is, it doesn't matter if you need to show the other side you care. So they're telling people to fake caring. So persuadables won't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Show empathy for both sides. So this is like a tactic that they tell people to do. It's weird that they have to write it out. So this was nice too. Things not to say. We are prepared to allow them to build. Don't use that. Don't use that. We allow them to build, even though that's what they're doing. They're saying don't use it. Try this one. Achieving peaceful relations requires the leadership, political, business, and military of both sides. And so we asked the Palestinians, stop using that language of incitement. Stop using the language of violence. And they're trying to turn it back on the Palestinians, but this is a script. So when I say this is a Zionist line or from the playbook, because it literally is from the playbook. And this is what every probably reporter or anchor on TV has in front of them. Every congressman is probably given this when they, get sworn in. Here's your copy of the Israel's Zionist playbook. So this is like amazing that this isn't like exposed yet. But how can the current Palestinian leadership honestly say it will pursue peace when previous leaders rejected an offer? You always hear that. What about the offers that were rejected? It came from here. This is still chapter 1, I think, page like whatever. But how do I make peace with a government who wants me dead? Why are they phrasing it like that? You ever wonder why they phrase it like that? Because they're told to phrase it like that. This is actually, I heard Piers Morgan use one of these.
Yeah, also fuck Piers Morgan.
In his interview with Sinek, and he said that's a weird way to phrase the question. It's an unfair way to phrase the question, and this is why, because he got it from the playbook. It's right here. Here are the questions you're gonna hear a lot, time and time again, because it is scripted for them.
Hey, you about want to turn me up right now. Go ahead. What you got, Johnny?
I was just he. I was just that was an assist. But that goes right into what we were talking about. Like when you hear him talking about this thing, we live in a corporatocracy. We vote for people that are our choices are determined based on PACs and lobbyist money, and they tell us who we gonna vote for anyway. And all of those people, they make sure the people that they've paid off on both sides are the ones that we can vote for. So we vote for these people, and they go up there and they're not loyal to us, the voter, the American people. They don't care what the American public think. We can disagree with what they're saying about Israel all we want to, but guess what's gonna happen? When they get up there and making them laws, they're gonna have them little white envelopes with no names on them, and they're gonna go and they're gonna vote however they vote. And that's just why we have to understand a lot of this history, and we have to understand what's going on, because it matters, and a lot of the issues we talking about. We got people with kids and stuff. Like if you like with kids that are in their teenage age, 18, about to be military age. Would you tell your kid to go into a military to fight for some wars that you don't
Ain't
believe
no way.
in, or go in there? You say what?
I say ain't no way.
Ain't
I
no way.
Freedom Boys, Free
Yeah,
Palestine,
but
Freedom Boys in Palestine. Listen, I
no,
like to
hey,
have
but no,
conversations
Quinn, before you start, freedom boy, but hey, free us,
all
free
right, free
us,
Uganda.
free,
Um,
free us, because we sitting up there and it's our money going funding that war,
oh, that's a
and
fact. Also,
and
talk to him,
so and,
Johnny.
and
Say
so like
more. Keep on, keep on.
if we can't free ourselves to stop allowing our politicians to send money to fund the war, we can say free Palestine all we want, but we got to free ourselves first, like because we
Talk to
funding
him, Johnny.
it's our tax dollars that's going over
They
there.
say why you care about Palestine? Because we paying for the bit.
We paying for it. Like
How many billion we about to send over to Israel?
what it
You
was like
talking about,
100,
you talking about the oppressor?
10,
We about to send over to the oppressor?
10. It's a lot. It's billions with an S. I don't even know. But for what? Flint still ain't got clean water. I was reading something yesterday about how
Take that 10 billion and resolve my student loans, bro.
most of the but we talk about Flint. Hey, there's like 60% of people in America are at threat of not having clean water, because the same thing that happened to Flint can happen in a lot of places. And we sending
Talk to him,
billions of
Johnny.
dollars to Ukraine and Israel to fight some
Talk
wars
to him,
that
Johnny.
the people don't even believe in.
Yeah.
And it's like we got to start smart. Free Palestine, but free us, and like free my tax dollars, and like
Free
free
us, free the
free my
Muslim brothers, free Palestine, free Uganda, free oppression. I mean, free all the niggas that's being oppressed.
all
And
that.
I guess I'm only speaking about Palestine because of like that is the hot button topic of the moment. And I guess like it just be so interesting to me. Like he said, the playbook. And I always like to have like I'll have a conversation wherever you want to have the conversation at. Where like you often hear Hamas, right? And the thing is, like, imagine if you meet them where they say, like, Hamas is this worst, horrible little thing. And
fuck that. No.
hold on, wait, no, but I just say,
You
like,
gotta
just meet
turn
them.
me up.
Like, just meet them there, right? You say Hamas is horrible. Do you denounce Hamas? Yeah. All right, so wait. So if Hamas is this terroristic military group that's killing at any end, would that mean that the civilians that are in Palestine are probably under their control and they can't do anything about it? So you're still gonna kill those people who can't do anything. Mind you, over 60% of those people never even voted for Hamas to be in power. These are kids. These are all kids, right? So if you just meet them where they're at, you're okaying people who are
people dying. They killing people,
unable to defend themselves from their government and your government.
and you're
Like,
gonna kill them anyway.
right there, and you're saying like they're using them as human shields. Well, if Hamas is Hamas,
they Hamas.
Then
So,
they probably forcing them to be human shields. Then, right?
Yes,
if I just meet you where you're at, I ain't even like I don't even have to agree with your point. But if I just meet you at your point,
you're losing there too. I'd ask them same people to meet me in the West Bank and ask about the 200 something people that then died there who ain't got nothing to do with Hamas or Gaza. And
what about the settlers that ride around armed and just be killing?
Settler violence in West Bank, that don't matter.
Or hey Johnny, let me hit you with an even better one. All right, hey chat, we're gonna get off it. I understand y'all ain't trying, but listen. Hey, shout out to my guy Keith, Mr. Anthony Eason. He put inside the chat like a really interesting meme in which, or it was a conversation in which he said, when they say civilians, Israeli civilians, who are they talking about? Because of, again, if I'm not mistaken, like you have to serve in the IDF at some point of your whatchamacallit life, like your adult life, and you're reserved pretty much after that. You're reserved after that.
They're all called conscripts. They're all
yeah. So like, are you killing civilians then? Like these aren't civilians. These are the same people that have enforced oppression. Just the way that was interesting.
Those civilians was in the military at one point.
and they're they're still in there's still reserves in the military
versus the civilians in Gaza.
that
They
ain't never touched anything in their kids. Their
they
babies.
trying to find water. They trying to find bread. They trying to find gas. Like, and the civilians ain't never picked up a gun a day in their life.
It's a little different. It's a little slanted. All right, Johnny, you got one more before we
Sheesh.
migrate over. What you got, Johnny?
Let me give them something a little lighter. Where I want to go? Where I want to go? Ooh. Let me get man. Shit.
Johnny is paralyzed by choices right now.
Let me get go back up. Give me my boy right here rapping. He rapping about Gen Z for sure. I don't really remember.
Good niggas dying younger, they bitch getting fucked. How niggas hit the crib and they dick getting sucked. Fake niggas got it all, pulling rich niggas stunts, and real niggas struggling to pay the rent for the month. See a classy working girl and you don't even take her serious. A bitch sell her body, everybody yelling period. Get some homebody, real bitches getting cheated on. But I know a bitch that party and her nigga be at home. I know a deadbeat that still fuck his baby mama. I know a real father that don't know he ain't the father. I know a bad kid that's living good, get paid allowance. I know a good kid that get abused in vacant housing. Bitches do the bad niggas good and the good ones bad. That's why niggas get the dog and bitches out they pussy cat. Ganging them, sibling and them.
Hey, hold on. Whoa, hold the fuck on. Hold on.
Get the dog and bitches
I
out
know
their
a good
pussy
kid
cat.
that's abused in vacant housing. Bitches do the bad niggas good and the good ones bad. That's why niggas get the dog and bitches out they pussy cat. Ganging them, sibling and them the pain, but I ain't good at that. Bro, keep putting lines in my face like I took a nap. I know killers putting hoes in niggas like a black olive. I know a young smart nigga screaming black power. They treat the smart one like he dumb and try to blackball him. Then they treat the dumb one like he smart and make him rap art. How they say being good hearted bring you good karma. I done got bitches took from me that I took flawed. Niggas make the bad bitches wife you when they should dog them. Then they do the good one slimier than overcooked ramen. Niggas write 10-page statements like a book author. They come home, y'all show them live and make them look solid. Solid niggas doing life, nobody from they hood call them. How shit get praised, the real shit get overlooked off.
Damn. Yeah. That nigga just ate that bitch.
Shout out Detroit, man. You can tell that's that Michigan shit.
And he Detroit all day. That shit
Yeah, you can hear it. He killed that shit.
Hey, he had some bars in there.
No,
like
he talked.
that. I like that because, like you said, he had a little gangster flow, but
it's just that Detroit, like it's that T Grizzly, ESTG, like we CJ isn't quite that, but like that, it's that Detroit flow. It's definitely Detroit.
Yeah, that but off the beat kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beat off. Like it's like all the Detroit
42 does be like it too.
Be like a beat off, but I like his lyrics though because he like it shows a little more introspect. We were just talking about creativity and all of that.
Well, we've also we off.
And you can tell that's a young dude that got a little bit of intro, like he questioning things. He questioning the status quo, and that's all we can, and that's all we trying to do. Like I ain't got all the answers for everybody, but if we can just spark some of these young cats to question the status quo, then like you say, Tupac said he might not change the world, but he'll spark the mind that'll change the world. And so that's all. Like that's all you just want to see that out some of the young people just questioning the status quo. So that's all. You know, I leave it there. I ain't want to. You know, we was turned up on some political stuff, so I'll switch gears real quick.
Okay. Oops, I don't know what that just did. Hold on. I'm bike. We want to go here.
Oh, that nigga real sleepy.
Yeah, I do real man work
on Sunday. It's the Sabbath day, my
even
guy.
on Sundays. Even on Sundays. Even on Sundays.
All right, where I want to go to? We'll start off.
I just have to say, my people, man, we can't get too caught up in these memes, man. There is literally someone who woke up one day, didn't give a damn about doing none of that, who just felt, let me post this and get some clicks and clout. They posted that. And they got everybody in a frenzy. They got guys questioning themselves. They got girls developing standards overnight. Like, we don't, come on, man. Like, find out what your girl likes and what her interests are. And and
then go from
then plan your head
there.
around that.
Like, I
Don't
was
think
even-
about social media and how you know what I'm saying.
Right.
They could just stir you away from that because they don't have the same agenda you have. They don't have the marriage agenda. They have
Like, a lot of people are playing checkers and not chess. So it's like, don't get lost the marriage sauce.
I just have to say, my people, man, we can't.
Yeah, I think that was good. I think that he spoke about the internet.
We missed the we was off during the list frenzy. So I think I think he's referring to. I think that's going back to like the list. It sounds like
I
cheesecake
wouldn't mind
list.
tapping into the list. Did anybody send the list in?
I got a couple lists in there. I got a couple lists in there. But I think that's what he might be referring to is like that list because it was a week where we was responding with lists.
It was
like,
a week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah. A
And
place
the
that you
list-
couldn't take your shorty.
Yeah,
I wanted to hop in on the list conversation. I thought it was interesting.
My thing is, them people with the lists, we a little late, with that list.
My bad. Keep going.
Excuse me. But the list joint was just crazy because it's like they act like everybody gotta abide by the same rules. It's like who listening to that list? Because it's ice cream dates on that shit. Some of my favorite dates have been with ice cream. Like the girl that had a good
You wilding like real right now.
What
Nigga,
ice
we
cream
black.
date?
We are black, my brother. It is not in our DNA to drink the milk of a cow. We do
Bro,
not.
I had it was vegan ice cream, my guy. But what I'm
Do you
saying was,
understand me, my
we was
brother?
walking around the boardwalk and it was a vibe. That's all I'm saying. Like, it was a vibe. Like,
If
like you missing the point.
You are pressured into a ice cream date. I prefer you take sherbet, my brother.
I think it was vegan. I don't know, but I don't care about none of that. I don't know. I was eating ice cream was going crazy, but like you eating ice cream because people don't know, like that was on the list. But eating ice cream, it's a slow thing. So you like if you're with somebody and y'all both eating ice cream, guess what you got to do?
What you gotta do?
You gotta talk, cause you sip a little bit of ice. So what you think about? Yeah. What's tell me about your upbringing. You do all of that, but it's a way to get to know somebody. Going to the park, walks, but those are things that were on the list. And it's like people ain't trying to get to know each other. Like the only way that list come about is because it's a bunch of people focused on the
somewhere on here.
wrong thing.
Here we go. My bad. I threw this in there just to piggyback off of you, Johnny. If you do want to take your lady to a nice little spot in Charlotte area, these a couple little spots. You feel me?
I want to try that easy on Sunday. I ain't been there. Tonight.
I'm like, I can tell y'all a couple of them.
Charlotte lit for like date night. Like Charlotte got a lot of spots. Like I mean, it's a lot of options.
The reality, like, go ahead and put aside 80 for the date. Like, especially and you could have a really good time in Charlotte. If you put 150, you're gonna have a great time.
A great time, yeah. 150 will get.
But if you go 80, y'all both can get it. Y'all both can get a drink. Y'all can get an appetizer and a decent entree, depending. You can't go to steak 48 with that. That's 150. You know what I mean? Steak 48 will fuck you around and go to 200.
Yeah, steak 48. Steak 48. Depending, steak 48. You might need 250.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you order the steak, I don't get the steak when I go to steak 48.
Man, you don't go to steak 48 and get the salmon.
Well, I'm not a steak guy. Like, to me, I'm not a big steak guy. But everything that they cook is great. It's amazing ambiance. Shout out to the old fashioned that they make there. Like it's fire. You know what I mean?
You got to get that.
There's a couple of spots over in South End.
The Elixir 48 is fire. The Elixir
48. There's multiple little spots where 80. That's 40 a person. Like, and you gonna have a great time.
But my thing
it's
is
a little spot.
But you don't even gotta go there. You could go food court, like Optimus Hall.
Optimus Hall is amazing first date. And if you're talking first date status.
But they got other one. They got the other one. We went to it that one time.
That one we went to.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it.
I don't know the name of it, but it's right up the street from Optimus Hall.
It's in Noda. I mean,
lit. They got the soul food right behind it. That's a
bro. Just
vibe.
go to South End early. Go to South End early. What's the little spot with the games and the bar and the free games and shit like that?
Slingshot
The joint we went to.
or Penn's Mechanical.
Penn's Mechanical.
Slingshot fire too. Slingshot I ate too.
I ain't been to Slingshot.
It's a few of them over there though. Like
But right beside it is Common Market. Across the street is a bar. Like if you want to do like
broken
a
promises, yeah.
And you can 3 o'clock date. Like it's the problem with brothers is that people don't like to be creative. Just be creative. Make it an experience. If you make an experience, you can be as cheap as you want to be. It's honest.
Nah, I was laughing at you saying brothers. I see what you.
I was trying not to say niggas.
I agree with the point completely though. Like yeah, I mean.
Okay, what's your favorite?
Well, we down here. I want to hit on my homeboy Tupac. Let's talk about music.
Rap jam.
It's yours. That's old. No one doesn't know that. Can't Touch This by MC Hammer.
Okay, and why do you like that one?
Because it's raging and he's funky. Funky dance steps.
Now, okay, no, but there's parents out there listening to this that think he's serious. Why is the audience laughing? I want to ask you, why do so many people get on Hammer? I mean, the man sold 10 million records.
I'm not getting on Hammer, and I'm not gonna say he did sell 10 million records, but crack fiends bought 10 million rocks. That don't mean crack is good. Don't mean nothing. Selling records don't mean nothing. The reason, I mean, I'm down with him because he's a brother and he's making his mail. But, however, he's diluting rap. You know what I'm saying? He's playing that Sambo role, and the reason everybody's buying his record is because he's no threat, and everybody want to see Sambo dance.
Okay, what's your favorite rap jam?
Shout out to Pop. Only reason I really brought that up was because of I thought that was a great point to where we tend to have this conversation, and I'd just like to say, like niggas been saying the same thing since the 90s, where mainstream records, people don't like it because of like what commercial rap tends to be. And there's always been like a disdain for it. And the idea of looking at them, whether you say they're cooning, Sambo, whatever the words are, every generation just tends to end up disliking that for whatever, well, I mean, there's plenty of reasons for it. But I just thought that it was interesting. Go ahead.
Well, no, the biggest reason is because it once it leaves the hood, it's no longer ours. And once like the mainstream starts consuming it, like because like mainstream rap, who's the biggest buyers? It's not the hood. It's usually suburban America, who's like Tupac said, they like to see Sambo dance. They buying the rap music for a different reason than somebody from the hood is buying rap music. So they want the most glorification of the shit because to them it's just a story. Yeah, they want to see the zoo, but the person from the hood, they want to get inspiration. Like you listen to the same song for different reasons. You're taking different things from it, but the majority of people in this country are of a different hue than the people making the music. So when they start buying it, they're buying it for a different reason. They don't understand the inspiration that can come from a hood story. They just look at it like, oh, that's cool. That's that's such a cool thing. It must have been so hard. They're looking at it for different reasons than people like us or people from a different hue would look at it. So I think that's what he's talking about. Once music gets taken from us and it's them that's consuming it and pushing it, then of course it's going to not feel the same. It's going to lose a little bit of their soul because it's not us that's making it. It's not us that's consuming it. So it is going to lose that soul.
Real? I don't know if you had anything.
No, I mean, I think that where we really start to where it gets really really diluted is when, like you said earlier, when we're doing it for the money and it's not for the art. It's not like it's not that you were inspired to do it. It's just that you're just doing it. You know what I mean? It's the idea of like forcing yourself to write something versus having an inspiration to write something.
Zaytoven said that's what Future do. He just right to every beat. He don't skip beats. He just right to every beat, and you can kind of hear it too.
Take away the man in the wig. I thought that this was poignant right here.
Ugh, why does everything need to be my responsibility? What are you talking about? I'm talking about how if I don't do the dishes, then they don't get done. Oh my gosh, I did the dishes 2 nights ago. Don't act like I never do them. You didn't do the dishes. I had 90% of them washed before dinner is even done. Well, I still get credit for washing whatever was in the sink. Credit? Why do you deserve a cookie for doing the bare minimum? You don't give me any credit for doing them every other night. Oh my gosh. This is one of those moments, isn't it? What? This is one of those moments they talked about in counseling. We're not actually fighting about the dishes, are we? It feels like we're fighting about the dishes. Well, yeah, but it's deeper than that, isn't it? This is about what the dishes represent. It's about trust.
Holy
It's
shit.
about you feeling disconnected and looking for reassurance that I love you and don't want you to feel taken for granted or neglected. Right. But instead of being honest and vulnerable and saying that, I came to you heated and
that one
critical and
down.
accused you, which led you to feeling attacked and blamed, didn't it? Exactly. And then I immediately got defensive and invalidated your feelings, which led you to feeling even more unheard and alone than before, which made me just want to escalate the conflict to actually be heard. And then I would have just felt even more justified to dismiss your accusations because I couldn't see the hurt underneath them. And we get caught in this cycle where we're missing each other. Just like the counselor said, right? And neither of us are being respectful or taking accountability. I don't want to do that anymore. You matter more to me than any fight that we have. Yeah, you too. And I'm going to
That's the
figure out how
one
to be a
right
safe
there.
place for you to be vulnerable because we're a team in this. And I love you. And I'm going to stop coming at you heated and critical because I love you too. Babe, did we do it? Are we actually resolving conflict here? Ugh, why?
That man said, "You matter to me more than any fight we can have." You gotta, hey fellas, write that one down. That's a boy. That's well done. That's mature. I like that.
I mean, I don't want to get stuck on it. I thought that entire thing was really, really fire.
Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, the whole
That
conversation
is a microcosm of like what good and bad communication and understanding what's happening in an argument and like getting through not like literally what's being said, but understanding why it's being said and what it comes from, even if we think that it's trivial. I thought that was like really, really fire.
Nah, people need to take notes of that because bro handled that the way like to a T.
Well, I mean, it wasn't him handling it. Like they broke character for a second, and then they just kind of both like said the thing that was happening that each one was doing, because each one was at fault during like that scenario, and he was kind of like speaking through. Hey, I just was da 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 da. And I the one I just was doing this, and this was the result of it that heightened it to this level, and then to that level. I thought like that was like I don't know. I thought it was fine.
But I feel like is in that situation, if y'all both have like whoever takes like I ain't gonna say whoever, but like the person who takes the step first, you're putting yourself out there because like once somebody says is this the thing and we're doing it, you almost like that person almost has to like fall in line and start being like, well, I'm doing this. Like once the person in the argument starts taking accountability for where they was wrong, the person you're arguing with has to start taking account like or it should happen where the person you're arguing with starts taking accountability for what they're doing and then it just it's like a self-healing thing.
Yeah. And I guess like what I'm saying, I look at that part when he's like, oh wait, we're doing the thing. Like I almost look at that as like the cut in the skit.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's him just describing what a therapist would actually say. And then like using that as a reference point to the said thing. More than like actually looking at like a conversation dynamic within it, but like actually looking at it from like, okay, these are the actualizations of said things that people be talking about when they say, let's communicate better, or this is bad communication, or when they're saying like, when I'm communicating, this is what I actually mean. Like they did it and then they described it a little bit. I don't know, Real, what you got?
Yeah, no, I think that it was so like that's the right answer. Again, you know what I mean? That's what it felt like to me. And I mean it's healthy, you know what I mean, I guess it's healthy to see and hear. And like I said, it is the right answer. I think that oftentimes where even in a scenario we miss the opportunity to do something like that because there's not we're not on the same page. Even like where like the idea of
I don't think
of
anybody would ever
counseling.
do that. Well, I think it'd be rare for that to happen in the moment, though.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is that the idea of okay, I'll just say this. I think that we oftentimes we use words and we say things that we don't necessarily mean or understand. I
Mm-hmm.
found it in my relationship and just what I see a lot of the times is that people just like to use very, very strong words. And it isn't necessarily, I like, especially when it comes down to like what they feel.
Mm-hmm.
When you feel a way, you use very, very strong words to explain to someone how you feel a way. Even if the scenario that made you feel that way shouldn't have gone that far for you emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I think a lot of the time is that I mean I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that the best thing probably do is just start expressing yourself in long form and like in moments where you're not like heated. You know what I mean? Just expressing your emotion in long form so that you can get to a point to where after you regularly express your emotions, it's almost like how we do it in the pod, like how we as you continue to speak long form, then you'll get better at speaking long form. So the more that you can speak long form about how you feel, you know what I mean, and you'll stop having to use such strong language because you know how to articulate it. You know what I mean? The way that you really mean it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think that like that was like you said, of course that would 9 times out of 10 won't happen in real life. But I think yeah, the baseline of it is at least trying to get on the same page. And that shit, I mean, it's not easy. I think like I always say, relationships is the hardest thing that you're gonna ever do in your life. You know what I mean? Niggas retire, it's more people retire from the military 20 plus years than there is that be married 20 years. So I mean it's just one of those things. It's just rough, it's hard.
Yeah. Um, I guess I'll go to this. Like this is gonna be quick, and then I'll get into the last one that I got.
Yeah. I'll just do it. No big deal. I'll just dive into it and just start singing. Oh, Jesus, my heart is beating so fast right now. Yeah.
I don't know. Can y'all read that? Or should I read it?
What?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
my
Yeah.
husband when I make him call and schedule his own appointments.
I'll just do it. No big deal. I'll just dive into it and just start singing.
Hey, nowadays, man, you can just book online.
Oh, Jesus, my heart is beating so fast right now. Yeah.
Listen, I don't know about y'all. That's one of my things right there, boy. I suck at like, and I heard you say scheduling. It don't even matter, bro. I be wanting that done for me, like because like whether it's like the doctor, the physical, the dentist, the anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even like calling in people and just talking on the phone in general to like people to do any like. And when you do it, it's not even a hard thing. It's just I just prefer somebody else to do it.
I'll
I
say
gotta break
this.
myself up. I'll be putting it off. It ain't even like even a big deal, but I don't know about y'all. Like I said, I'll pour this out to y'all, but I know for me that spoke to me right there. I was like, yeah, I don't know, bro. What you think? That's
I
like,
mean, I've been doing it. I've been having to do it for a long time
oh, you
for
be scheduling
myself.
your own Jones,
Yeah,
like
I've been having to
your
do
own
that for a long
everything,
time. Huh?
your own everything. Listen, that's something
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I'll say this though. Like,
I'm about to get on my traditional rail shit.
nah, but calling places is a lot harder now because customer service sucks now.
I ain't worried
So
about that. I just don't want it's. I don't know what it
it's
is about.
tough.
I'm gonna think through this and I'm gonna come up with a topic next season for it. But yeah, I don't know what the exact thing is, but yeah, go ahead, Johnny.
No, I was just saying it's just tough because like it, so many people are so opposed nowadays to like talking on the phone and calling and actually like
Oh yeah, that is also a thing.
that like real life thing that a lot of that like reluctance to like call like it reflects in like when you call places like it's hard to get good customer service a lot of time it's a machine or you gotta talk to the computer for like you gotta hit 3 buttons before you can even talk to somebody then when you talk to somebody they ain't really that helpful
It's just
so
that is true though. Like it's like doing the process of the thing is annoying as hell to me too.
but like if it was easier, if people enjoyed like talking on the phone and everybody wasn't texting, everything wasn't so digital, it would be easier to call and get an appointment. The lady would help you walk through because she like her job and
I
she'd
don't
be.
want to talk to that lady. That's the problem.
But if the lady you were calling, but the thing you don't want to talk to her because that lady has never got paid enough to do a good job. If the lady was
Well,
making,
even if she got paid enough, I just wouldn't want to. I want my lady to talk to her.
No, that's a okay. All right. I'll try.
No, I get what you're saying though.
Go somewhere
Q, I
else.
get what you said.
I'll try.
Man, nah, because it took a long time. It took a long time for me to really honestly.
all the family appointments. I just personally prefer that. That's just what it is.
So that's your traditional.
Mm.
That's your traditional stance.
Yeah. Like, is it a requirement? No, but would I prefer? Yes.
You saying that's
Hey, and
that's a strong selling point if it got it. That's like
Yeah.
ventilated seats. Nobody need ventilated seats. So if the car you about to buy got ventilated seats, you like, oh shit, I like ventilated seats.
It's gonna move me over there.
yeah, nah, them cool seats be trash. Make you feel like you pissed on yourself. I don't never use none of them
Bro, that is
in my cars.
I've heard people say that, but that's because you got to use it when it's like really hot. You can't just
Yeah,
use it.
nah, it's just weird, bro. It's just weird.
Bro, you ain't never sat on no leather when it was 105, bro.
Bro, I definitely have, bro.
But then you look, ventilated seats help. It make that part
Yeah,
better.
nah.
It
Nah,
do
bro.
make it better. It definitely make it better.
Yeah, nah. It's just not one of the things that I utilize on either of my vehicles.
Leather is a texturous trash. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
Nah, bro. That's one thing. Literally, if
Yes, okay. Now
I'm
I'll
not
give
gonna
him
have
that.
cloth seats, bro.
No. I'll give him his cloth. A lot of times is more comfortable, but
No, I can see that.
the upkeep on cloth isn't worth it.
Trash.
Leather is easier to have because you just wipe it down. A cloth seat, you spill a soda, it's gonna
man,
be
that
there.
bitch gonna crack, bro.
Now, if you moisturize your shit, you gotta just moisturize the leather,
Yeah, you
man.
just take care of it. That shit lasts
Yeah.
forever.
How many niggas you know took care of it for 20 years? Ain't got
I
no
ain't
problem.
I ain't never had no leather
You ain't
seats.
never seen one. I know.
I ain't never had leather seats that cracked. I've had.
Yeah.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think.
not no leather seats in the car.
Yeah, I've never had leather
How many
seats
leather
that cracked.
seats that's 20 years old that ain't cracked? Y'all
I ain't never had a car that's 20
give me
years
5
old.
pictures of
Period.
niggas
So
you know they
like,
got a car
I
that
don't
got
keep
leather
cars
seats.
that long.
Yeah, nah. I ain't
But
20
I've
years
never had
old.
leather that cracked.
Yeah, show me that. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, I've seen cars with cloth seats that's 20 years old where the cloth start wearing out too. So cloth will wear out too. Don't act like
I ain't making an
cloth.
argument for that.
So it's 20
I
years
agree.
old.
Look, it's just at the end of the day, bro. Just get you some leather seats, bro.
Get the leather
Just get you
seats,
some
man.
leather
Get you
seats, bro.
some butters, man.
All
Just
right,
get
so
you some leather seats, bro.
let's listen to what Jim Carrey said because y'all making me depressed. Here we go.
Difference
I've seen
between
this.
depression and
Yeah, I've seen
sadness.
this.
Sadness is just, from happenstance, whatever happened or didn't happen for you, or grief or whatever it is. And depression is your body saying, "Fuck you. I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me." The difference between depression and sadness is sadness.
And see, like, the thing about this, where this threw me, to be honest, is the fact that his synopsis, if niggas agree with that, I think that most niggas ain't depressed.
No, I'd agree.
That,
It's just
niggas,
strong word shit.
Niggas be sad. I know.
I
just be sad. Then I'd probably just be sad
I got a better one.
Like took that step to that point where I've never personally thought like, I'd rather not be here or like anything like that. That's never been like my perspective. So I wouldn't feel comfortable saying like, yeah, I battled with depression or I beat depression or I did anything depression because it's not real. Like I'm capping it. Like, ooh, my bad. I just got a couple burps, but yeah, like for me, like if that's like what actually being depressed looks and feels like, I've only had bouts of sadness.
Yeah, you haven't
And I'm
been.
comfortable saying that because of like I don't want to like pretend and like give some facade that everybody's depressed. Because
if everybody's depressed, nobody's depressed.
And if you are depressed, then like it's probably good for you to be able to recognize that so you can get proper help and not think that everybody's this thing. Everybody's thinking about like this, you know what I mean? All the extent of like the further ends of that. And I'd rather humanize both things, being sad and being depressed, than like this jump on like this mental health kick with everybody depressed. Because
bro,
if somebody really depressed, your ass just sad. Your ass just had a bad day, and your ass, you know what I mean, probably a lot of times just soft as shit, and you need to toughen up.
Yeah.
There's a
Now,
difference.
hey,
But Johnny, go ahead.
no, I'll go say, but because like if you say like everybody's depressed, if everybody's depressed, that means nobody's depressed. It's like depression is like it's a
It's the
thing.
norm.
So it's above and beyond. There's sadness and then there's depression. So it's a above and beyond thing. And if everybody's there, it's no longer above and beyond. And a lot of things, I think I think there's a lot of people that are dealing with sadness. I think social media sets up people to experience sadness because what happens is it gives you a super elevated expectation that doesn't necessarily match reality. And then when you start having to deal with reality and it doesn't line up with that elevated expectation, what's the natural thing? You're going to be disappointed. You're going to be sad. And so a lot of the social media and the internet and us consuming just whatever we want to consume, there is benefit to that, but we have to also be careful, understand what it does to your expectation and how it can elevate your expectation or make your expectation way higher than what is actually reality. And it's good to every now and then come back and have those reality checks, so to say. But it may create sadness though. If you've lived in La La Land and you think I'm walking around saying I'm trans tall or whatever, and I think I walk around feeling like I'm 7 feet tall, and then I go and get by some rulers and I figure out I'm 5'6". Anytime I come back and realize I'm 5'6", I'm gonna be sad instead of just dealing in a reality that I'm just 5'6". Really, I'm 5'7", but whatever it is. But
You probably
10.5.
actually 5'6", man. Reason the fact that you had to go to that and like double back. Any nigga that adds a half inch to him, they real height is that lower number.
I just pissed on myself, bro, on this motherfucker, but that's the truth.
Hey, listen. When they
I
say
done got
short
on here and
king is
snitched
22,
on myself.
you a short king, bruh.
Yeah, oh yeah, a sling, if you will.
Not a sling, it's a sing.
A sing, yeah.
Yeah, this nigga turned into an Indian with the red dot. A
No, I
sing.
said
Johnny
sling,
Sing.
sling, like not whatever that word is, but
Johnny Sing. I like that actually. That's fire. That's you might need to change it instead of Johnny P. Newton. Johnny Sing, Short King. That would kind of be fire.
see, like we live right now. I could be however tall I want to be right now because I ain't got, two.
Like sometimes I ain't gonna lie.
tall niggas
Sometimes when
beside
you
me.
sit up in that chair, you grow like 3 inches. Pause.
Yeah. Hey.
Y'all, boy.
That's shell, bro. That's shell. Hey, but back to my original point. We was talking
Yeah.
about like sadness and like the difference, but a lot of times like sadness is caught up in like your expectation and not what's reality. And if a lot of people are dealing with sadness based on met expectations and it continuously happen, that's where you get people saying I'm depressed. And that's why everybody thinks they're depressed nowadays. It's not that they're depressed, it's just we're dealing with unmet expectations from having a society that's based on the internet.
Society. Nah, I agree. Um, I think Rail Cameron went out on us for a second. But Johnny, before I get off of mine, Rail, you can hear us?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just Cameron. All right. I toss this to you. I ask you this. Would you this is me tapping out of my memes. We have POV of a bad
Oh, a bad nigga. This my Hey.
Going to the Cheesecake Factory. That's
Yeah.
one. We have if boyfriends got traded like athletes.
That's a good one too.
And Yvonne Orgy speaks about being a 39-year-old virgin.
I've seen the other two. It's been a couple weeks. You sent them in like 2 weekends
Hey,
ago.
babe,
I've
I'm
seen
sorry I
both
loaded
of
the
them.
dishwasher wrong. I was
We
in a
ain't
hurry.
gonna talk about it.
Let me get
You
Yvonne
traded me?
orgy.
It says right here, Stephen Hart, a former North Carolina walk-on, has been traded from Rachel in Miami to Courtney, a yoga instructor in LA. You traded me for a conditional situationship with the currently suspended entrepreneur and house DJ? Dylan McClain was suspended for the entire 22 season for cheating on former team with Team Mom? Serious? What is this? What is it? Why you got the surprise? You authorized. In 2023, Hart averaged 2 dates per week, 5 compliments per day, mounted a TV, installed a floating bookshelf, nominated as Boyfriend of the Week twice by 2 separate friend groups. Rachel has declined to comment on trade. What up, Courtney Country? It's your boy Steve. I'm excited to get out to LA and start putting in some work. Hey, babe, I'm sorry I loaded the dishwasher wrong. I was in a hurry.
Hey, that's just so funny to me.
Man said mounted a TV. Hey, mounting a TV
Are
should
you
get
still
like
a virgin?
that should get a lot of points. Cause mounting no TV ain't. You gotta find a stud. Like mounting the TV should get
Nah,
more.
nigga, y'all nigga, this shit ain't hard.
And it's beneficial too. Like the TV is way better mounted than it is.
Oh
Like,
nah, TV mounted is
it's
different.
way better. And
I'm be
mounting a
honest though,
TV
like I
should
just
get
paid
way more points.
Ask
Like
Rabbit, and that nigga come for $40, and he just put my TV up. I'd rather just throw bread at it.
But see, that's why you do that when she gone. And when she come back, you just leave a couple hammers out, some nails. You gotta get one of them leveling joints. Leave that shit out there.
Nah, I feel it. Hey, but hey, shout out to my baby room. I did do the groundwork of that John. We did a little decor wall. We you know what I mean, mounted up a couple.
Nigga, hold on. Did you just say shout out to a room in your house?
Yeah, I ain't building no fucking house. Like I do the minimal. If it get too much that I feel like I can tear some shit up, I'm gonna pay for it. I'm all right. Like, but I did paint my baby girl room. I did put up the little panels. I you know what I mean, did a little panel tape, all that shit. I'm a modern nigga. Like, listen, I evolved with time.
Nah, I need to.
Did you have to use a hammer or a leveler? What tools?
Yeah, I had to use a hammer.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, like you.
Hey, you know this nigga Johnny don't know nothing about no tools. He talking about a leveler.
When you go,
Man, what is a leveler, bro?
The
Bro,
little
shit with the bubble on the inside of you hanging.
Talking about a level.
Okay, I'm country. We call it levelers down here, man. I ain't from Charlotte. Man. It's a
Levelers.
levelers down here, bro.
Yeah, nah,
boy.
But we went and got the panels cut to all the panels was like I pretty much I measured from the baseboard to the ceiling, and had that cut had like 5, maybe it's like 4. It's between 4 or 5 little panels cut. Maybe it's like this far apart. I don't know. And so all I had to do was line it up with the ceiling, and then hammer like 3 spots, and then
hammer it.
Yeah,
y'all niggas funny, bro.
only one niggas traded in our hard bottoms for steel toes. It wasn't me.
Man, best decision I ever made, bro.
It wasn't me. I'm all right, right?
That nigga said I hammered it.
I hammered that bitch.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
I hammered it.
That nigga said I hammered it.
The wall and I hammered it.
Hey,
what you
y'all
want?
funny, bro.
I nailed it. Paul, all that's Paul's worthy anyway. All
screwed
right,
it.
Johnny said he wanted to hear Yvonne Orgy speak about being 30.
Ain't it crazy that her last name Orgy and she a 39-year-old virgin?
That is also funny. You all right?
Hey, bro, you know them the white girls call themselves virgins because they ain't never had none. They haven't had vaginal sex, but they be having anal sex the whole time.
I think I've heard that before.
What?
Yeah, nah, that's real. And be giving head too, bro. But they still virgins.
Honestly, like if somebody lied to me like that, if they
right
lied
now.
to me like that,
Yeah, never mind. I mean,
that's
go ahead.
betrayal.
What you gonna say, Johnny?
That's betrayal. Like somebody lied to me like that, like that's
just telling you,
betrayal.
man.
Like we get like I we might have to immediately get divorced if I marry you under the thought.
This man Johnny go sit here and act like he ain't been doing that his whole life.
What?
We yeah, you know you like the bunny.
Yeah,
nah.
Well, I guess I don't.
Nah,
I
I mean,
don't
I have, but like, nah, it ain't like,
nah.
Don't put that
Oh,
like
yeah. We
preference
going
to
at,
me like, oh, Newton likes the bunnies. Nah,
we
that's
going
not
at your preference, Johnny.
that's not a thing.
preferences.
Have
Go
I
ahead and
dibbled and have I dabbled? I went to PWI, of course, but like preferences, they ain't never
I
been
ain't never
preference.
dabbled in a bunny.
You went to
I'm
HBCU, it's
I'm a
different. Like
strong
it's
listen.
different.
Shout out to Umar Johnson.
Like when I went to PWI, it's a little different. I get a pass.
Okay.
Like most niggas that went to PWI can't say that they've never
Yeah, nah. If
really
you
like
went to a
like
PWI,
it's
yeah,
like you
nah.
get
Umar say, Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Again, black bunny. The thing
Hey,
I
how many lashes is it? How
70.
many lashes is it?
My favorite thing about Umar, listen,
there's a
I just
statute of
I went on
limitation
like
on them
Umar
lashes
spree
though.
last night. I was just watching cuz. And my favorite thing about him is that he say everything twice. He say
Oh no, he do. He do.
he gonna reiterate it every single time. Black
Mm-hmm.
bunnies forever, snow queens forever. Or whatever this shit is. And he gonna double down on it. And then he gonna move on.
To
I
me,
love
that's his
that nigga, bro.
internet voice. That should be great though. I love that
I
shit.
love that nigga, boy. And he is hilarious. All right, here we go. Just for you, Johnny.
Virgin?
I am.
Oh my God, I love this. This is the most original guest we've ever had on. And what are you, 39?
I am.
Oh my God. That dam is going to break one day, baby. And
Baby, let me tell you right now. People were like, oh, Yvonne, I was like, pray for him. Whoever he is, y'all need to pray for him. You get a lot of pent up energy up in here with me.
Oh my God. And you're going to hit your sexual
Yeah.
peak when you start having sex. So yeah, you're going to need a couple of men probably.
Yvonne went from being a virgin to polyamory.
Are you still a virgin?
Yeah.
That shit'd be crazy. Like that's a lot of pressure too, because like the first, like I'd be like, damn, 40 years? Like
I'll be honest. I ain't
Johnny, you trying to see what it's hitting for?
got
hey,
no interest in a virgin. Like
She
well, obviously I ain't got no interest in
pray
nobody.
for him.
But when in the market, I never had any interest in a virgin at all. At
No,
least
I
it's
mean-
like after like 2019. Nah, 19. I say 19. I ain't had no
I
interest.
mean, this is a little different situation though.
Oh no, but she is also way different.
Like
But
this ain't like the
I
normal like
propose to you, Johnny.
every day. This is different.
30-year-old virgin. Yay or nay?
She gotta be like really good at whatever she do. Like if she
What does
really
that
good,
mean?
like she like Yvonne Orji, she's like a award-winning actress. She's like very successful, and like so she's a little more.
All right, so
I
you
feel like
going
a
to the
sig-
one
This nigga, did he just say that she gotta have bread if she a virgin? Is that what this man just said?
Well, he said that she had to be an award-winning actress.
Well, no, I said she got to be good at whatever she do. She got to hold it down.
All right, so Johnny,
Like,
earlier
because
today we talked
it's gonna
about
be
our
a
wants.
lot that comes with that. I
This
don't know
nigga.
if I'm ready. It's
So
gonna be a
Johnny,
lot that
we
comes.
talking about not our wants because you going into that want conversation.
Need.
Megan Good, and then the average of like the women that you have been with. So if she ends up being like an average of the women that you've been with, but a virgin, you got interest at 30.
Nah, probably not. Just
Mm.
because, like, I ain't gonna say I wouldn't like entertain it, but just what I know from like experience, it's probably gonna be like It's a learning curve that comes with like sex. There's a learning curve, so there's gonna be certain things that I'm at like, and I'm grown, so like the patience for like certain stuff isn't there as much as when like I was in college. I was a freshman in college. It was like, oh, okay.
That's
she
what I
done-
said. After 19, I ain't got no interest.
Like,
But,
yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have the patience for it, and that's why, like, if there's a really strong connection, maybe, but just the average person, probably not, because I ain't got that. I ain't got that patience no more.
got you.
Personally, just personally.
Hey, Rail, those are noise cancellation headphones you got on, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you that question for you.
This shit.
I ain't trying to get nobody house and home and nothing. Listen.
Just say yay or nay.
Yeah. Listen.
You know the funny thing is like,
Any interest in a? Go ahead.
nah. Before Johnny kind of went down his him talking about it, I probably would have said yeah. But then after thinking about it a little deeper, nah. But I ain't looking for, you know what I mean? I ain't definitely nothing close to the other side of the extreme. Damn sure nothing close to there.
Yeah, nah,
But
no
yeah,
way.
nah. Yeah. I'm not
Yeah,
looking for the
Cause to
super
me,
well versed.
39 is crazy. And for what I'm saying is like if you're 39 and ain't
it's
done
something
it,
wrong with
it's
you.
well, it's not you, probably nothing wrong with
Well,
you.
I don't even look at you. It's hard for me to like humanize you.
Well, it's like you've never trusted anybody that much in 39 years.
But
Like,
listen, like what human? Well, she might got that rabbit.
I mean that rabbit. What that mean?
It's stupid, bro.
That. Oh, you talking about the rose? It's the
The
rose now.
rose, yeah.
It's
Oh,
the
it used to
rose.
be the rabbit, but now it's the
It's
rose.
the
Yeah,
rose
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The rose. Come on, man. It's 2023, bro.
I
You
want.
gotta get with the
Yeah, I
times,
guess
bro.
that'd be the important thing. Like, imagine. Never mind.
Fellas.
We're getting to a crazy conversation right now. But all right. But no, I would definitely say that no interest.
Hey, definitely get this bitch to goddamn.
Hey, man, we call it audibles out here, niggas.
All right, well, then cool. I'll step out of my perspective on it, and I'll save me.
Hey, before we get out of here, y'all boys got anything in closing?
I don't know.
Season
Do
3. This is
I have any means that y'all need to
now
get
or
off?
forever hold your peace.
Oh nah, bro. I'm ready for next week, man. I got some topics that that been brewing up on me for a minute, man. I got something brewing up. I'm
Uh-oh.
actually
I
back
got one.
into I got in my feelings again, bro.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I done got in my feelings again. We got some
I got a
good
fire
topics.
topic, but it's only if Tone is pulls up also. Tone come.
Then we need Tone.
I got a real good conversation for you and Tone. But
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm finna
Yeah.
serve your ass.
I ain't heard a good yo mama joke in a minute, so like I need to get a good yo mama joke in there because y'all boys be killing that. But
Yeah, I was just when you first said anything else, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I just didn't say it because I like for them to be able to hear it when I say it. It's only good if we can hear it. You know what I mean?
we done did like it's been 3 weeks since I heard one, so like I'm looking forward to one of those. But I ain't got nothing really to close. I think I gave mine earlier, but I'm looking forward to season 4. I'm looking forward to new little format. I think it allows us to, be a little more flexible where we go with things and some of the discussions we get into. So definitely looking
niggas on
forward.
their toes.
And we're gonna have this apparel coming too, and me and Johnny dropped the ball. We're gonna need to make sure we get that ball rolling by tomorrow in the business.
Oh no, it's still Sunday. Y'all got time right now?
Yeah, we still Matter of fact,
When the live and we got
we can still do that too. Yeah, because I'll talk to you later. Cause I had a little technical thing. But yeah,
I don't want to hear your fucking excuses.
It's your password. But, hey, it's your password. But, hey, look, we ain't gotta do that. We ain't gotta do that. We didn't had a good, calm, pretty
shout out
cool
All right,
season finale.
nigga.
I'm gonna let Q go. Then I got you, bro.
Okay.
No, don't let Q go, bro.
No, I'm gonna go anyway.
We'll be here for the.
Right.
I don't know that mean, but that's funny. Hey, no, shut up. Listen, the beauty of having the podcast at the crib is that you get to walk it, get to see amazing things walk in, and just walked in just now was the reason why we had to take this 2-week break. Baby Alice and I young. She's right here. She drinking on a little bottle, but she hear me. She inside the arena. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see her, man.
I think that's for me that's a good spot to kind of leave it off at where, like I said, I've been trying to eat it the past 2 weeks. Just
she mind letting people hold the baby.
I think that
Not
Ty
yet.
right here. I'll
Not
answer.
yet.
Yeah, it's okay, bro. I get it because I've lived that too.
Oh, listen. Johnny know the rules and regulations. He done been here, so he understands.
Yeah, I seen it the other day.
All right,
Yeah.
so I know that probably not the first month. Besides for like very
Okay.
specific people, there's a couple just rules to it, but you know what I mean. That's Mama Bear being Mama Bear. And
No, I get it.
I tap out on any questions.
Hey, tell him you the enforcer right now. You just
Yeah, I just tap out. Hey,
Hey,
listen.
look, I don't know why it's the rule. It's the rule, nigga.
My,
Put the
my,
mask
my,
on.
my general rule is that if I don't care, I take whatever you feel strong about. In a
Mm-hmm.
relationship,
No, for sure.
I don't really care. I ain't got no real opinion about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Johnny, laying that up and playing, boy.
Hey, look, man, we approaching the destination. I see the runway. We got everything lined up. Before we touch down, I want to tell everybody you still watching, hit the like button, hit the notification button up there, get you. We're gonna be hitting you with different lives, more first listens coming in, more music reviews. So hit the notification button, stay on top of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us, hit subscribe too, so you'll catch everything. Follow us on what we on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads. It's the 2B Fair Show. This was F It, We'll Do It Live, presented by the 2B Fair Show. I am your host, Johnny P.
Over here, Rip.
It's you.
And we out.
Yep.